Got another ballistas back here.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Pod 64 finals. Welcome, everyone. And Ricochet, thank you for the resub, my dude. Appreciate that. All of the support. It means quite a bit.
Oh, whoops.
Obviously. Yeah, this matchup's gonna be pretty wild, folks. We are over here on layout 7, so a little bit of a snooze fest of a layout. We might see a little bit of a slow game this time around.
Line here,
but let's see if these players can make some funny stuff happen. We've got over here in the red CJ Hobbies running Adeptus Custodes, Lines of the Emperor, and frankly insane Lines of the Emperor build. We'll talk about that momentarily. Versus the Lump,
You guys hear I'm on a fiddle.
aka Jeremy, running appropriately in the blue. We've color-coded armies today, which is perfect, running Ultramarines. Very classic Ultramarines. This is the Josh Roberts Ultramarine list. We know it. We love it. We've seen it a million times.
Okay.
And we'll be watching that one rock out for a little bit here. Team roll 4-ups versus team fail 4-ups. Yeah, I think that's definitely the case. We did talk about some interesting interactions in these two builds, though, so I'm excited to discuss exactly how these two armies are going to fight against each other. Let's talk about the armies as the players are deploying. So real quick, in the Ultramarines list, this is current, like, sort of metagame gold standard right now. It's probably one of the strongest lists in the metagame, made by lead developer Josh Roberts for the GW Balance team. It's Gladius Task Force. We have a Gravis Armored Captain with Artificer Armor, so he's a little hard to kill. He also has damage when targeting him, so he's very difficult to remove. Combi Weapon Lieutenant, Marnius Calgar, Robo Booty Gillyman here, as well as 3 Ballistas Dreadnoughts, a Company Hero unit, Gladiator Reaper, an Infiltrator Squad, 1 Invader ATV for utility, a Scout Squad, double Vindicators. Pretty standard stuff. It's just a bunch of vehicles. They're hard to kill. They hit really hard. They're good into a wide variety of situations. We can get high volume shooting out of the ballistas if we want it. Gladiator Reaper is currently in strategic reserve, but that is going to be pretty effective against these mass infantry custodians. Gains devastating wounds on its twin assault cannon and sustain 2, so it's going to be able to plink in some devastating damage into those guys, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's a bunch of spooky guns, and it's a bunch of powerful characters. The Gravis Captain is by himself a strong utility guy. He's very difficult to kill. He can free strat Armor of Contempt and some other stuff on him. As well as Gilliman is solid. Marnius Calgar also incredibly difficult to kill. Going to get you some CP, so we can get that vaunted 25 CP. Ultramarines, if you get 5 free strats out of the Gravis Captain, you get 30 command points over the course of the game. That's a lot, and you can use all of those to buff up your vehicles, to use different doctrines to get them doing what they want, falling back and shooting, advancing and shooting, advancing and charging, potentially, even with Gilliman. Looks like we are rolling to go first here. That is going to be Adeptus Custodes on the first slot there.
You go first. That's all right. All right, flip it over to me. Good luck.
Tactical today.
Yeah, I'm just going to do my scout move real quick.
Oh, sure.
Versus over here on CJ Hobby's side, a little bit more of a condensed list. Very simple, but nonetheless very impressive. It is a Lines of the Emperor detachment running 18 Alaris Custodians, 1 Shield Captain with a Monomortis and a Castellanax, 3 Caladius Crab Tanks, and a unit of Prosecutors. That's the list. That's it. That's all we got going on right now. Pretty straightforward this time around. So all the Alaris Custodians, for those who don't know, these guys, actually, we'll pull up their data sheet real quick, because I think it's actually, it is important to talk about when we are discussing a list that is literally nothing but Alaris Custodians. Give me a moment here.
To get to the cylinder.
Here they are. So these guys coming in at that solid defensive, sort of Marine or Custodian defensive Terminator profile, T7,
so
4 wounds each, which is pretty effective. Importantly, full rerolls against character monster vehicle units, which is, if you'll notice, basically the entirety of this Ultramarine army. The Space Marine Scouts and the Infiltrators, I think, are the only units that do not fall into one of those categories. Literally everything else in the army is either monster vehicle or character, so they will gain wound rerolls against those targets. If these units are able to spread themselves out around the battlefield, they're going to benefit from that Lions of the Emperor detachment ability, so they're going to be wounding on 5s at worst, potentially 4s in melee, with full wound rerolls. So the Ultramarines cannot let these guys get stuck into any of these big vehicles because they will absolutely rinse them down. Now, here's the other interesting thing, is that Lions of the Emperor also has access to Unleash the Lions. So that's a stratagem that they can use to turn their big Alaris Custodian squads into many little Alaris Custodian squads by splitting them into squads with a starting strength value of 1. So that can potentially, and we'll see if it gets used in this particular game.
Yep.
It actually looks like we have used it. Top of 1, we have split an Alaris Custodian squad into a bunch of Alaris Custodian squads. So we can run up. Secure No Man's Land was a draw for CJ Hobbies right in the top of the round here, plus extend battle lines. That gives us multiple opportunities to advance onto that objective. If he makes an advance onto that objective with one of those little guys, he can grab the objective. We're going to trigger a squad tactics here to get those Space Marine Scouts onto the objective to
so even
contest it, which would potentially block that secure no man's land
move. So you could put them back. I apologize. So I will spend a CP down to 0, and let's see what I roll. A 2. So with a 2,
so that should be enough to get enough scouts on to prevent that objective from being held
on the objective.
So that will most likely knock the custodians down to a 2 point secure no man's land, but they should still get extend if they're able to get their terminators into this objective. Pretty good move there.
But 5 OC.
All right, you done with your move?
Yep.
Our dudes composed a song for you. 90s punk pop.
What is this?
Doesn't mean I can't roll a 9 though.
For sure.
Is it better to? No, I can get it. Maybe I'll take my chances with 2 charges in this.
What the fuck? I appreciate how out of sync the lyrics are with the actual words. We're gonna quiet that one down there for a bit here, so we can keep going with the list review, dudes. Thank you for the apparently AI generated musical rendition of the founding of the Space Marines. Absolutely wild. Did not know that was a that was something that my sound alerts could do, but I'm learning new things every day. Oh my gosh. What a time to be alive. Insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, so the circles are there so that the players can see the objectives through the terrain features. You can also raise the objective markers so you don't use the circles, but then they sometimes obscure bases. So this is like the cleanest way to do it. It's easiest to see where models are when you're doing that, just to make sure that you can place the models on the objectives through the walls. That That was absolutely wild. So Unleash Alliance is really interesting here because the Ultramarines can Oath of Moment up to 2 units. Obviously, they have Robo Tigiliman here who can Oath of Moment something.
And then a hole here to walk through, like to drive through, or no?
I don't think these grav tanks go through. I know my ballistas do, but my Vindicators don't.
I just need to poke. I don't need to go all the way through. I just need to poke through.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they corner, they should be able to. Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
What cost? Oh, what objective did you pick for the combi weapon, Lieutenant?
Oh, sorry. I'll just pick the center.
Yeah. So I pivot. You've already reactive moved. I could shoot the combi weapon, Lieutenant, to death.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that.
That is aggressive. The that would open up that guy to get counterpunched by a bunch of Vindicators right in the face, which is
let's see here.
Exposing the Caladius before he gets shots on the Vindicators is a little aggressive. Interestingly, we do have, I think, a line onto this Vindicator. Maybe it's a little tough. Yeah, it might actually be tough.
Yeah, I can't do it here. Just to remind you, the Lieutenant reactive moves off datasheet, so he can stack it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not relevant here, but just in case.
Well, hopefully it'll never be relevant because he should be. Hopefully he's dead after this.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, just to clarify, the FAQ that that allowed that is before the rules lock for this event. So right now he's got one per phase until
but if
probably tomorrow.
Moved, then I could still do it.
What's that?
If like the scouts use the stratagem to reactive.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he just can't. Yeah. He can't surge twice.
Okay.
In the rules for this event because it launched last month, but in future events we will be able to because that's a recent FAQ.
That's still like a 9-inch or bubble though, right? Not a 12-inch bubble.
No. If you move within 9.
Yeah, we had a discussion about that in the Discord actually. In the stealth FAQ that's not yet documented, there is an Eldar Codex FAQ that allows surge moves to stack.
Up here.
So,
this first one will.
Or that allows reactive moves to not count as surge moves. That is unfortunately not on Warhammer Community yet, and it's not in the rules for this particular event because this event launched way before that happened.
Like that. Okay, shooting.
In case that comes up. So the interesting thing is that Ultramarines are extremely good targeting
Lieutenant.
Like big bricks of custodians. So like what you don't want to do is see these custodian guard squads get like exposed all by themselves.
3s and 2s.
And then just like hit with the Oath of Moment and blown off the table by big blast weapons. Unleashing the Lions here allows these units to split into so many individual units that the Ultramarines will be very inefficient when targeting them. They have to target a 200-point tank at a single individual
13 damage.
Ooh, he tried to live there. But at a single individual custodian guard, which is not a very efficient use of resources.
I think that's all my
so that's really interesting. A very dear attack here for the Caladius grav tank did knock out the combi weapon lieutenant, but we're most likely just going to lose that guy on the crackback here.
First.
I guess the hope is that will start this initial trade and expose those tanks to then allow the other Caladius grav tank to counterattack them. Although I think that we're going to be able to potentially set up some positions on the sides here because this guy had to push so far forward that line of sight can be drawn from this area where only potentially one grav tank is going to get the counterattack. And that does feel like it is going to be a trade in favor of the Ultramarines. So I don't know if I necessarily like this play. Mission is taken hold, chat. Yeah, that's probably relevant to talk about. Players will get 5 points for holding an objective.
So I'll go up to 2 CP because of Calgar. I will check.
At the start of their turn, up to 15 points per turn.
I get engage and call the horde.
Doesn't apply.
Can't do called, okay. Engage and no prisoners.
Well, that's easy.
The Galaris Custodian units are exactly 24 wounds. Touch, call the Horde by 1.
Okay.
I get wrecked, I guess.
Yep.
Incredible.
The Ultramarines are 4 wounds.
They can hold the perfect mission, indeed. We're also on prepared positions, so battle line units
Okay.
can use go to ground for 0.
T6,
I think that
and so forth.
isn't relevant, actually. I don't believe
T7.
either of these
Oh,
these
T7.
players have battle line units. Amazing. Sick. Let's go. What a time to be alive.
Give me a second to think about it. I don't think I need to declare any doctrines. Should be good here. Do you have any protection against
Almost to pod 69. I know.
Not this attachment, unfortunately.
Pod 69 is in this Discord as usually the pod classification goes like season, pod,
That's good.
time zone.
Okay, so
I think it's an NA. It's an NA time zone, but right now it's
Yeah.
it's a nice time zone.
And the second oath will be that lonely little custodian guy.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna move these scouts out a little bit here. Oh yeah, doctrines.
New mission
just
pack
gonna
could be
put some
layout 1
events
and 3
next
untaken
to
hold.
And
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. It would probably get a little
Those are the
stale
three
after a while, but
stats
yeah,
slash
that would
CPs.
be. It would be nice to see some consistency in missions for sure. Back in my day,
So
there were no primary missions. You only ever played
this boom,
kill, hold,
Boom.
kill more, hold
is
more.
a 2-up.
Just signed up for NA pod. Fingers crossed. 69. No, 69's already launched.
so
69 is in
we'll
round 2, I
spend
think already.
A free CP to put this.
We are up
and-
to pod 72.
And let's just
Pod
see
72.
with the movement 2.2. I don't really need to advance. I just want to peek out to see the grav tank.
So Vindicator's popping out right now. I'm interested that I guess obviously hindsight being 2020, but this outside of the infiltrators, which can screen out the back line, which are going to be super useful in this matchup to prevent the up downs on the Alaris Custodians.
We'll just leave the invader over here.
This Ultramarine list is not the greatest
This
at
list is
screening, and that does tend to be a
State. I don't think I can see much. Maybe that grav tank in the back.
that does tend to be a weakness of Space Marines, especially in Ultramarines, because they tend to put about 500 points into characters, so they have a few like big
out here.
units. They are big, impressive units, and they're good at shooting other big, impressive units, but they don't have too many
These guys
little units that can screen the back line. So there's not going to be a ton of ways to prevent Caladius grab tanks from hopping off the side.
5.
I'm actually wondering if CJ maybe is remiss about or is wishes that maybe he placed a Caladius grab tank in reserve. But at that point, you don't know whether or not you're going first or second, and the decision to reserve is a big deal in that case.
6 would be 11.
Big 6 advance on this Gravis Captain gets him into the center objective here.
Okay.
Yeah, over here.
Back in the day of First Blood, slay the Warlord behind enemy lines, basically all the points you use for.
This ballistas can
I
in here. Yes, you can.
don't know. There was a bunch of stuff. You played an old ITC stuff.
We'll put this ballistas here.
Played
Indicator here will advance.
I played Engineers quite a bit. I liked Engineers.
Or
I liked that was the initiation of the action mechanic, by the way. The
Wait,
first instance of
Which one here
action.
did you get put in advance and shoot?
this one over here.
I liked
No, this was not-
Engage in All Fronts or Recon.
Okay.
Recon, I think was it was called. Was getting all the table quarters. That was pretty.
So
that one was pretty good
4
usually.
plus 2,
I played very fast factions, so that was typically the play. And then you would take like usually one kill
7
secondary.
left.
You'd take like bring it down or thin their ranks or
Pivot here.
any of those ones. Classic
Another
classic
kill.
stuff.
You're seeing me with that one. Okay. We're just going to tuck it over here.
Pod 72 needs to be played on layout 2. Maybe Pod 72 needs to be played on layout
No.
7 or 2.
This bullet
Maybe that's how we should determine what layouts you play.
will advance. Over here. The scouts will come out.
Love there's no lookouts are in this edition.
like so. We'll advance Calgar back here.
Yeah, the lookouts are.
We'll
It's essentially a character attachment,
from
right?
the wall.
Like now, the unit that a character is attached to looks out for that character, essentially.
Sorry, I'm lagging a little bit. Okay. Does Gillyman need to do anything? Gillyman will just move out a little bit over here.
Back in my day, we stole the relic. Oh, what a trash mission that was.
10-inch.
Jesus Christ. Great pronunciation of Munsterland. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I always like it when you all say nice things about my pronunciation. 9 out of 10.
That should be it for movement. We will proceed to shoot you.
Sometimes I do. So oftentimes I have to do multiple takes on those just to make sure I have it do right. And I look up the pronunciation beforehand a lot of times.
So Laz hitting you on
16 Plague Marines too much in Rhinos? Probably not, honestly.
Your T11.
You're probably good.
Okay, so wounding on 2s will be 1 save, AP3.
4s.
This Cladius Grav Tank is so boned right now.
The cracks.
This is a couch meme if I ever saw one, chat. Jesus.
This will be on 4s. So
oh boy. Oh, Space Marines get some hefty points changes or rules changes.
Good.
List right now looking cancerously strong.
I
don't know if they're like necessarily. I mean, the Ultramarines are crazy strong, right? But
saves AP nothing.
It is unfortunate that they are basically the only kind of Space Marines we see.
Nice. We'll repeat with the.
I would like to see. I don't know. I guess you continue to pump
rolling. No.
Gilliman and Calgar's points. I guess
cracks
until you don't see both of them in a list anymore. That's probably the goal.
Wounding you on.
The problem is that they're so synergistic. It's crazy.
Crappy bolters. Yes, and 2 more. AP nothing.
Yeah, it killed the Combi Lieutenant. The Combi Lieutenant had infiltrated in the center.
Okay, boom, boom. We will shoot the Vindicator into the Grav Tank. We will pay a CP down to 1 for +1 AP at ignores cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So number of shots on the... And we're also shooting the Hunter Killer. Number of shots on the shovel will be 7.
On the shovels? High explosive shovel, chat.
2s. Be 6 invulns, please. AP4 ignores cover.
6 5-ups, Cladius. I believe in you, buddy. Nope. I don't believe anymore.
5 times. 22 damage.
Goodbye, Cladius Grav Tank. It's Ultramarines chat. I don't know. If you put a thing in front of them and if their whole army shoots it in its oath, it's probably going to die. Something's going to get through.
So
that's a lot of big spooky damage right there.
4 mortals on your Custodian.
And a grenade knocks the Custodian out. So now we have Calgar potentially in a heroic intervention position here. And the Scout's able to maybe squad tactics away if they...
We will discard because
the
I don't think I have anybody.
Alaris get too close.
Not wholly.
Anywhere interesting. So.
Plus one to wound to those is wildly unnecessary. Yeah, I agree.
Boom, boom.
I do think that probably the easiest change for Space Marines is to exclude Ultramarines from the +1 to wound oath. It does feel a little egregious sometimes. And then you could play a little bit more in the sprinkler with their characters and make their lesser played characters more affordable or whatever.
I'll pick up 2 of these guys in the back.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
DLC1. C1. Okay. Pick up 2 of these guys.
So I think that the Grav Tank was potentially to start the trade. The problem is that I think the Ultramarine gun line kind of wins that trade.
Let's see what we flip.
So I do think that to some extent it was to you get a piece and then you start that piece trade. This Grav Tank, unfortunately, for that movement, for that move is a tad out of position. Because it's not really going to gain line of sight too much. It can shoot into the good Gravis Captain, but that's about it. So we're going to get one grav tank that can peek around the corner here and shoot into something, but then it's going to get return fired by a million unit, like a bunch of stuff. So I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I get.
And then the other problem is that the Ultramarines have access to AOC plus smoke, so they can drop their 2 of their potentially 30 CP
Taking hold really for the finals
to
of them.
Taking hold is classic on finals.
So boring, am I right? Am I right?
Oh, you gave me the points though. This is me, no?
Oh, like it. Oh, put him on the wrong person. Whoops.
We can audible to unexploded if you want.
No, it's all right. I think I had 0 games on Unexploded. I was like, I don't know.
I don't think it's ever been played. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any single human's ever played that mission. I, in fact, have never played Unexploded or in shit. People hated servo skulls so much in Leviathan that as soon as it got pulled, I was like, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's good now. And every single person I played said, I will never play that mission against you.
This guy,
I was like, oh, okay.
Like
well, I guess we're never playing it then. The community has spoken.
Okay. The reactive is infantry only, right?
Yeah, taking hold is very classic.
Women can't do it, or vehicles.
I don't select finals missions, especially for pods. I have a big, huge randomizer document where I have all of the different missions.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay,
but
indicator, but yeah.
I do have. I just draw randomly from that one, but I do like it when we get taken hold for finals. I think it does make for more consistent game plans. Oh, we're flipping some tanks over, chat. Yeah, there's gonna be some tanks flipped over. I think this Alaris Custodians are gonna have words with this Vindicator. I think that Vindicator's probably dead. They probably get picked up by Gilliman and shooting, but we'll see. There is still a spooky rapid ingress coming from the side here, which might jump onto this objective in the top. Are we gonna just drop that that next Alaris Custodian unit? Actually, a drop here
Good to know.
behind this thing might be okay.
Good to know.
Because you expose yourself to maybe a Vindicator. And I guess a Ballistas, potentially. But you get to pick up the Gravis Captain with 1,000,000 1 damage attacks, which is kind of what you need to kill him. And if that's where AOC goes, then the Caladius Grav tanks are shooting
Element's candy this round.
in
Next round.
in
As long as you don't wrap into him.
Is that?
As long as you don't wrap it ingress into him, I'm okay.
Sure.
What happens if Space Marines oath the Custodes unit and then they get split? Which unit gets oath? It's all of them. Yeah, if it's a persistent effect, it applies to all of them. Well, although they have to split in their own turn, so it would only matter for like Overwatch or counter like return attacks in melee or something.
It was right here hidden. For the tank moves.
Finals mission is chosen by the Turtle Club. No.
Where's my little?
It's the Tortoise Society. We would never have anything to do with that Turtle Club.
What do I need to get there? I would need a 3 on the dice.
Weird question. What do you think
Maybe
of axes on Alaris and Lions of the Emperor? I think I like the axe Admata Mortis guy. I don't think I am in huge favor of all of the many other of like axes on the mass units. I think the higher AP, more consistent attacks are going to be stronger there.
Obviously.
Yeah, AP1 is like awkward for sure.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Especially in this matchup, right?
In this attachment, and with Gulliman and Calgar. But if I just roll a 9-inch charge, it'll just kill you.
Just roll a 9-inch charge.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think a single Alaris is going to do it.
Don't kill me with one guy.
In fact, it can't.
He half damage and has a 5 feel no pain.
Oh, he has half damage. Why does he have half damage?
That's his data sheet ability.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, okay.
Of course. Yes. Why not?
I'll just roll 5 6s on the hit roll. You see.
This is the supreme confidence you need to get to finals, chats.
In that case, we can
oh, he halves damage? Well, what if I just sustained every time, sir, and you failed every invuln save and feel no pain? Why didn't you do that? You didn't think about that. You didn't consider it. So that will potentially allow a squad tactics to keep that guy alive, and he can use it for free. Although I think we maybe played a little fast and loose with this Vindicator. I think the Vindicator's in line of sight of the Gladius Craft Tank back here, which would mean that the Vindicator still has a shot even if he squad tactics away.
Do I reactive move? No.
I kind of like the idea of this Alaris list that just has 18 individual OC2 units to do utility stuff. It's kind of wild, actually. Just being incredibly consistent on secondaries.
Reactive move, I think.
You will reactive move. Okay.
Yes. So I'll free. And I'll roll it.
Like use of dice for the use of their free stratagems.
1.
Oh, no. Like, that wasn't very good. Yeah, probably just shuffles over a little bit. We did use adaptive strategy on turn 1. One thing, one curious thing you can do is because adaptive strategy to flip a unit into another doctrine lasts for a round. You can use it as a free strat from Gilliman to put a unit into tactical doctrine early, and then they get a flat 6 move from their reactive move on the opponent's turn. That's a little bit of technology that I think is really neat.
Yeah, we'll go this
Gladius Task Force.
That direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just roll 4 pluses all day, chat.
Tank can
for
see
sure.
Me from here. This Grav tank can't see me from here, so yeah.
Oh, they got bigger fish to fry. I wouldn't worry about them.
So there's a bunch of shooting from this Custodian squad. I think that the way that we're going to probably knock that guy out is just mass Custodian ballistic grenade launcher shooting.
Indicators, for example.
And so like an entire unit of 6 dudes just plowing into that guy is going to be pretty scary. Aggressive move from this Gladius here. Going to try to knock a Vindicator. And I kind of appreciate too that like,
for example,
CJ is playing in a way that it's gonna burn through a lot of those potentially 30 CP that the Ultramarines have access to pretty quickly.
I'm guessing this is 6 inches away.
Yes, should be. If not, I can move him back a hair.
Yeah.
There you go. Now he's definitively outside of 6.
Absolutely. But the vehicles don't get the +1.
They don't get the +1, but they can prevent the other guys from getting the +1.
Gotcha. Okay.
If they're too close. Probably. Well, let's see. Oh, I can't see the ballistas unless I pop my head in there. Okay, interesting.
Everything has a purpose.
Just tanks killing each other across this narrow lane.
You may corrupt the souls of men, but I am steel.
Yeah, it's fun.
I am doom. I march for McCraig, and I know no fear.
But yeah, I guess I'll.
Classic dudes, thank you, sir.
Oh, come on, leg.
Who remembers that shitty movie?
Put myself in here.
That was a goofy goofy text to speech of a movie.
As
for
desired.
Ultramarines back in the day.
Moved. People need to come down now.
I just realized that my sweet tunes weren't on, by the way. I'm sorry, Chuck. We got the metal playlist on because we had it on the Chaos live stream earlier. Custodians need to swap Guardian Spirit with Last Cannon.
Off anyway.
That's what
I can make charges.
That's what Sagittarum Custodians used to be. I do. Oh, okay. I do like this drop into this corner here. That's relatively tough to engage. Oh, okay. Nope. Just kidding. We're just going in the front, dude. Oh man, let's fight, bro. That's what we're saying today. Just make some 9-inch charges, dude. Easy game.
Still a 9. No.
Yeah, that would be like a 10 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sagi are awkward right now for sure.
Yeah, my shooting goes for me.
But they used to have their heavy bolter profile, which also got the benefit of Marshal Custodes because you could like Rendax.
There's this big statue in the way. What's the statue even doing here? I mean, come on.
It looks cool.
It looks
ruining all my hopes and dreams.
It's venerating the Emperor. You take that heresy back. How dare? How dare?
We are the only venerators of the Emperor. All of you are filthy traitors or filthy traitors in waiting.
Oh yeah, what about this guy? Does he have? Yeah, he's got an. Okay, perfect.
We'll have to put some custodian statues on there so CJ Hobbies
looks dangerous.
Oh,
He looks super dead. Is the hope here?
No, but yours.
What's that?
Your captain looks pretty nasty.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, very true. Let's go here and see here. That's a little more than 2 inches, so I gotta have a guy. Okay, so I do gotta have one guy right here. Yeah, 6 attacks at 12-2-4.
2-4. Okay.
Potentially +1 to wound.
Yep.
Yeah. We can fit right there. Perfect. Okay. Like that, like that, like that. I think the 2 guys I have up, I'm going to leave up because I didn't flip anything that cares about them coming down, so they're going to stay up.
Yep.
Is it being up allows them to rapid ingress? I just need to.
So shooting time. This lone guy will shoot his assault gun into the lone captain.
Is their ability just places into strategic reserve so they can appear from strategic reserve whenever they want to?
2s and 4s, rerolling the 4s because you're a character. 2 at AP1.
He's T6 though.
Why is he T6?
He's
Who's Gravis? He a gravy boy.
Oh, he's in Gravis armor. He's in Gravis armor. I didn't realize. I thought he was just a captain. Sorry, 1 at AP1.
3 up. Ooh, saved.
Okay. T6. That's annoying. All right. All right. Everyone in the squad that just came down is going to shoot him, except for this guy who's not wholly within. I couldn't find a way to make it work, so that guy's going to shoot nothing. Yeah, he has no.
Yeah,
bullets.
he is.
Yeah.
That is very difficult to captain to kill for sure.
2 shots this
If
one guy who
something's
can't
going to
shoot
do
is
it
gonna
though,
shoot
it's like
2
a
guys.
trillion Alaris Custodian attacks though. The downside is that this one guy who doesn't have line of sight is going to grant the Gravis Captain cover, which will make him super duper tough.
Okay.
But fortunately, these Alaris Custodians do attack. 12 shots with Guardian Spears, then 6 6 shots. I guess in this case 5 D6 shots with grenade launchers plus tag.
The risk.
Thanks to the Guardian Spear attack,
grenade
so
launchers.
it's a total of on average like 20 something attacks.
For free with Gillen.
Okay.
Because I'm still within 12, I think. Yeah.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling.
You already
5 wound rerolling. That's a lot.
Oh, use his free ability.
Yeah, I use his
Cast.
free on the reactive and Gillen's now.
Okay, what fun. Why even have command points? Why not just have as many straps as you want?
Does that burn an armor of contempt?
All right.
So there's no AOC available on the
Damage
vehicles?
guns,
Whoa. All right.
fives
Well,
rolling.
Ooh,
this
reroll.
guy.
That's a good roll.
That's the data
9.
sheet ability, or is it twin link?
AC ability.
Whoa.
Rerolls against characters, vehicles, monsters.
Oh, okay, I thought that was just melee. Okay, 2 ups.
Yeah, with AOC
That's
definitely.
2
lives.
damage. Feel no pain 5 up. He takes them both.
That is permanent damage though. Those wounds don't come back, which is nice. He's not like Ed.
Now 66 shots. 22 shots.
So this is the big unit that has full line of sight into the crap den.
Come on.
So the AOC is relevant here. But it means that he's not. Well, he's going to be on essentially AOC'd against the second unit as well because of the cover. But that does mean that there's no AOC for the Caladia scrap tank. So they're just firing into smoke, maybe.
5
But
up.
all of the free strats have been used.
Takes another 2.
He's down to 2 from a single unit shooting. Is that
Oh, and sorry, this guy needs to put his 2 shots over there into those other squad.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
2 hits.
Oh, this is the big unit. Oh,
1 wound. AP1.
5 up. So he's
I don't. I guess maybe they're not aware that he's in cover from that first unit shooting. Interesting. Okay. Well, it probably doesn't change too much. I think you just reverse the order, and the thing probably stays the same. But that does feel like an early use of AOC. That's okay.
Well, I hate to do it and spend 800 points on killing a guy.
This game sounds salty. No, I don't think so. I think that's just how CJ Hobbies.
We should get
I think that's just CJ Hobbies' resting face.
with just them.
Need to stop watching Custodes games, making you Custodes curious.
Everything from the other
They are
squad.
very cool right now. I will say, Lions of the Emperor, very cool detachment. It feels extremely Custodes-y.
Yeah, they're all in range of both guns. I don't know why I rolled the 2 guns separately.
So Custodes games go well. You try them, and Wardens don't make a single
So
4
number of
plus.
shots,
Yeah.
and I'll add 12.
I do feel like Wardens are they're so good,
So
like they're
18
just
12,
so
we'll go
impossibly
all
difficult to
together.
kill. But I do feel as well that they
2s and 5s.
likely
Rerolls.
they're probably one of the tougher units in the codex to kill or to play, just because the accurately using their 4+ Feel No Pain is super difficult.
These are 3-ups.
3 up.
Oh man,
Feel no pain. He's dead.
there you go, Captain. Yeah, all right. That guy is tanky, but I don't know if he is. If he's 12 Alaris Custodians
Put all that
tanky.
shooting somewhere else, but hey, whatever.
That was a lot of
5
ones to roll
points.
right there.
Points are how you win the game.
Yep.
Tyranid Codex Writer snuck in and wrote the profile for the Custodes axe. Yeah. Well, what they didn't want to do is make
Tank in
it
the
so
middle,
that
we'll
if
shoot
there's
the
an
ballista
obvious
spread
choice,
in the middle.
but so they made the 2 weapons like good in very specific
Oh, I guess these just have
instances.
two.
The problem with the Guardian Spear is just
Anyway,
more
we'll get to
generally
that
useful,
bit.
and because there's no like pre-game
2s and 3s.
profile
Bullshit
manipulation
or
in
not.
in
Lethal's
40k,
linked.
a generic profile is always going to be better in a competitive setting than a more specified profile
Good thing.
or specialized profile, which is just unfortunate. It's an unfortunate
Or two
truth of the way
maybe
the
three.
game works.
Okay, so
If you have a weapon that's good in
Takes one.
10% of matches versus a weapon that's better in 90% of matches, you're always going to take the
5
90%,
damage.
even if in some cases it's statistically worse.
and 7.
Little guns.
So we did some math when the edition came out,
Two AP
and I can't remember exactly the profiles that it was better into, but there were like a specific selection of like
Other
of heavy vehicles and stuff.
Indicator because you can't see that dreadnought. Unfortunate. That's all right. Yeah.
Dr. Dude's master of the soundboard over here, rocking it, dude.
Shots
Appreciate
in the
that.
Vindicator.
Yep.
All hit. Linked. Come on. Come on. 4 AP3.
Oops. One goes through.
Come on. Wow, 4 damage.
Oh, Vindicator, Tanksy, Caladius shooting.
Little guns.
Knocking the Vindicators here would be big, though.
Two
It means that
guns.
the big Alaris bricks are less susceptible to those heavy blast attacks. But if he can,
Okay.
if he can get one down and then charge the other one, he's in an okay spot.
These 2 guys are going to shoot these guys. They have nothing else to shoot, so I'll just roll them together. And even though they're different units, it doesn't make a difference.
Channel point soundboard is broken. Oh god, that thing is always broken.
2 damage
It's
gun first.
really bad, chat.
Uh, 2 at AP1.
5 ups. 2 dead.
2 die. Oh, I guess it did matter for the sake of the blast. One of them will have blast, so
Yeah,
I'll
you
add
can
1
put
instead
one
of adding
blast
2.
in there.
Yeah. So 7 plus 1 is 8.
Five ups. We will leave the sniper guy over here.
Okay. Those were 1 damage guns.
Oh, my bad.
So 1 guy died.
Just those ballistic grenade launchers.
Here.
Such a good little grenade launcher, though.
No charge.
AP1 blast rerolls into a lot of targets. Just nice to have
If
around.
you roll a really low charge, you can just it's fine.
Sure.
I don't even know if you can fail it. So
Okay. Shot. I think that's all we got. Time for charge clock. 6 man over here will charge the Vindicator.
Did it work, chat?
okay.
I think I fixed it.
Needs a 6.
We stand ready.
Yay! Let's go!
6. Okay.
Spends an entire Monday stream without calling out Tyranids. That's true.
Want to?
My Tyranid hater card has been revoked. Yeah, get those sound alerts in, everybody. Spend those tortoise tokens. How did our prediction go, by the way? I didn't look at what you.
Bolt gun!
30,000 on Custodes. Hot diggity damn, chat. Y'all are ready to go. This is aggressive play. This is oftentimes what you have to do to fight Ultramarines. The Ultramarines do tend to struggle a little bit with really aggressive positioning.
I would usually
Not killing a tank with the shooting is unfortunate here, though.
Cool.
Big benefit here is that the second Alaris unit now has a rerollable charge potentially.
Let's see. It's
Good 9-incher.
Charge both.
Actually, they'll have a rerollable charge
Running
anyway. They have
coherency
a shield
is-
captain for a strat.
Due to the way this wall.
If they make this charge, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be phenomenal.
Might drop his thing down to 1 to see where 1 is.
Dino spotted.
One is on the other side of the wall, so that's good.
Honestly, I think you declare the damaged ballistas potentially, and then I guess if a 9 makes it to this ballistas, it's unlikely you can base it. So then you can kind of go wherever you want with your charge movement.
Gladius fallback and shoot. Is that also fallback and charge, or is
Yes.
right? That's fallback, shoot, and charge.
Yep.
Okay. Right. It's advances that are split between 2: advance and shoot, advance and charge.
Yeah, this game it's gonna go. It's gonna be all up on the
We
4
stand
pluses if he
ready.
doesn't make the charge. If he makes the charge,
see
this game's
here.
gonna be insane though.
That would be a 10. That'd be a 9. 2 9s. Well, okay, it's a 9 for him.
Yeah, I don't.
So it
if you
actually
declare
To an
both,
environmental
I don't
center
know
for
if
Mother's
you
Day saw a box
can
turtle.
find its spot.
That's what he wanted. If his answer was to like, comment, subscribe, and tap,
Yeah, I think.
And
yes.
No one else is within.
Can confirm. I know that guy.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Let's just see here. I think I declared just the full health one, the closer one.
Okay.
Well, I could declare that one and then just pile into the other one. That'd be cool, actually. That makes more sense. I'm gonna declare just the other one, and then then if I get a 9, I can pile into the other one. So yeah, we'll declare the wounded one, the one that we shot at,
Okay.
and we'll see.
Okay.
An 11. Okay. Well, we have to base if we can, obviously. So, but we get to choose who moves first. Because I would love for the captain to go right here and solo the other one. That'd be really cool. So we moved it. Oh, they're not measuring movement. I didn't select them. I did the measure movement. There we go. All right. 11, you say. Doesn't let him base to base. Doesn't even let him base to base. Interesting. He lets him make it. Yeah, that gives me options. Okay, so this guy will go here.
Yeah, 11. A pulled charge here might be
Captain
the
for
best
basing,
possible.
basing. After this guy, other
The
guy
best
goes
possible result. If you get the shield captain into
now
like the shield captain hits so
possible
fucking hard.
here to fit his butt here.
Um,
Yeah, he's on top of his friend.
So if you could get him in a position, I mean honestly, like he could even swing into Gilliman potentially,
Where's
because
it?
you
me find
could combat orbit
Probably should
or
have-
combat slingshot him
Terminator.
this way.
Terminator fit here.
Nothing there.
Doesn't look like it to me.
I
Doesn't
think
look
we
like
just
it, so
move
maybe the
to
captain
here and then
put his
pile
butt
into
here
this
and just
spot.
touch him through the wall.
This charge is going to be big though, so
Terminator right there.
it's not unlikely that we kill 3 tanks this turn. So the shooting phase went really poorly for
Here.
CJ Hobbies, but the fight phase is looking amazing.
Wall.
Where do you AOC?
Maybe consideration too.
I think maybe the full health ballistas or the Vindy.
Why is it not? Oh, I'm hitting on.
Although the Vindy it's going to get hit by so many attacks. It has to fail 6 saves against 30 attacks with sustain and wound rerolls.
There you go.
Too small for doubt.
6.
Through the
Alright, well, there's no
destruction
avoiding
of
it, but if he
enemies,
wants to
do we
tangle,
burn
he'll
ourselves
just die. So he's welcome to.
While the enemies of the
Come
Emperor
tangle.
still draw breath, there can be no peace.
I'm pretty sure that's a canonical quote from Star Wars.
And as I
That
said,
doesn't
so
even
many
sound
times,
like
so
it's out of
many players are not
character
set
for
up.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I would love to see a combat slingshot into this
I do
ballista
feel
right
like
now.
this guy
It might
could
pull
potentially solo
Gilliman
me.
into the fight, but I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. I guess we're just hoping that the shield captain can knock a ballistas by himself. He needs 3 conversions because he's currently 12 to 4 damage.
You could maybe pile in here.
If Gilliman heroics here,
So you
it will likely
probably
eat a bunch of attacks from a vehicle. Might say save a vehicle, but Gilliman may
a bunch
die.
of these guys over here plus the captain, so I think not. Thank you.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
You don't want to risk the 3+ regeneration this early in the
I
game.
appreciate
Okay.
the offer, but
You want to get a charge with Gilliman this turn.
All right, over here, this guy, the further away guy, is going to charge the close to the scouts.
So this will potentially open a heroic for Calgar,
Has to base to base.
because Calgar's less worried about engaging with these guys.
Like so.
Which would take the objective.
okay.
All right.
Do I want to heroic that? These guys alone can't be that good. Plus, they're not getting the
5 attacks.
+1 to wound.
5 attacks at 722.
Yeah,
Rerolls
we'll heroic
sustained.
over here. I think.
Okay.
This Vindicate is probably done even with Armor of Contempt. You got, what, 30 attacks coming out?
Yep.
Hitting on 2s with probably lethal you take.
Probably sustain because I'll be getting +1 to wound, so it'll be on 4s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, we'll heroic over here with our last CP.
Okay.
So no AOC.
What we get?
But that will take the objective. It will interestingly make an easy charge for this custodian, and those will get fight first. There's no intervention if possible, or no counter assault possible.
Stay out.
So the second, both custodians will get to swing into Calgar, right off the bat, which is a lot of incoming attacks. Like you just leave the scouts alone, I think, and you just beat up on the company heroes. If you can kill the company heroes early, that's actually going to be a big
Trevi?
deal.
Got a rules question for you, since you're presumably listening.
Yeah, what's up?
Precision. Precision says models or units. I can't remember.
You assign the saves to the character model.
Character model. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, because the Custodes do have a precision strat.
And then
I don't
Calgar
think
has
you
a
use it
single
here,
pane as long
though.
as an honor guard's alive. One honor guard is alive. Correct.
Yeah.
Is that how he works?
Yeah, to be honest, you're probably not precisioning him just because he's got his 4-up feel no pain.
Yeah, he retains the -1 to wound
Still-
from the unit.
Plus, I think you have to be a character.
I have a strat to give a whole unit precision in melee.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one guy hitting on 5s. You also -1 to wound against the squad at all times.
Yeah, that's not worth it. Just clip through a bunch of company heroes or Victrix Honor Guard and call it a day.
Anyway, yeah, the other guy will after you're done doing that heroic thing.
Actually, I might change the way I do that heroic. Yeah, I think I'll bring them over more on this side here.
Okay.
No, that's okay. Here's good.
This guy will charge Calgar squad now.
Okay. Bonk.
I guess is this position in coherency for Calgar right now? Oh, he might just need to nudge that guy. Actually, I think it's the only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
The bull rifle guy looked a little far over there, but
that was a fun charge phase.
yeah, definitely wouldn't precision Calgar. Not with a single Alaris
You can
Custodian.
no longer
that's not
interrupt,
worth it,
correct?
for
You have
sure.
0 ways of
Yep, I
interrupting.
am.
Cool whip.
No CP, no free.
Thank you for the follow.
All right, well,
Appreciate
let's go
you.
left or right then. Yeah, we'll pile in with the squad. Oh well, we don't want to get within 6 of the other squad because then we would lose our buff. So we avoided that. There we go. We're all closer. Yeah, we'll go sustain because that's more fun than lethals.
Okay.
It has a higher higher ceiling when it's on.
Yeah,
force
with the
wound
plus
reroll.
1. Yeah, okay.
Discounted. Okay. It doesn't look like 30 dice, but it says it's 30 dice, so okay. Yeah, sustained. 2s and 4s.
Hey, nice.
That's why sustained is better than lethals. Yeah, 4s rerolling.
Oh, average reroll. Fuck.
82.
82. So this would be 4s. I'm curious if I'd survive with armor. I don't think so. Let's see. I would have, actually.
With that roll,
I don't, so.
that would have been a
Yeah.
pretty insane roll.
Let's see if it blows
You
up.
have to roll pretty significantly above average, I think, for that to matter. No way to know that ahead of time, though. That'd be a wild
All right,
detachment ability.
Pile in or consolidate. I probably choose not
A
to
foresight ability. You get to roll your saves and then
I can't
decide
any man
like
outside of full.
how they're assigned
Okay.
or whatever. That'd probably be too strong.
Over here, the squad will pile in now. Captain will just touch. I think the captain's probably the only guy that can fight. The
That dreadnought, yeah, for sure.
yeah. Yeah, everyone else will just go like. Come on,
I think the Vindicator's in trouble. Hey, man. I don't want to alarm you, but I think your Vindicator might die. This is
Yes.
gratuitous overkill on the damage
Come on.
Ballistic Dreadnought as well.
like this. Oh, stop it! Stop it! So fiddly. This. I like this, and then everyone else can fight the other dreadnought. And I should still be in coherency. 2 of 2. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's do the fun one first. Let's do the captain into the dreadnought. We'll see if
Okay.
he gets there. We'll go with sustain.
Sircon, thank you for the follow as well.
Okay. Oh, good. I kept myself outside of 6 barely. Whew. All right. Almost button hooked myself there. We'll go with sustain for the whole
My
unit.
co-commentators here
So this will be 2s and 2s.
to
Wound.
ask for
This is-
treats, I guess.
The captain?
Captain.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And he'll get the rerolls because the whole unit gets rerolls from the datasheet ability
Yep, for sure.
of the Terminators. Oh. 2s and 2s sustained. All play. And rerolls, good thing. Yeah, only 5.
AP2, so 4-ups.
Whoa!
Oh,
Get
no.
absolutely slapped,
No, no.
Ballistic Dreadnought.
What? 8.
A
That's
damage
a
3
ballistic.
each.
He takes.
Oh, damage 4 each. Okay, no, he's just dead.
Yeah, the enhancement's plus 1 damage. Hot diggity damn,
Sorry, I
son.
thought this was damage 2.
Goodbye.
Does not blow up.
Goodbye, big dreadnoughts.
Oh yeah, he's the axe captain with the enhancement.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and then 30 attacks on the rest of the squad into the other one.
Oh, we swung literally only the captain there.
Too many dice.
I think he could have maybe finagled one more Alaris Custodian into that guy.
2s
So just
and
to just to smooth the dice over, but you know what? Just roll it out. It's fine.
2.
It's you.
Roll here.
What a turn from the Custodians.
82
3 vehicles down. Let's see how much damage we do to Calgar here. Calgar
Does he blow?
could sort of
Nope.
salvage the situation, but this feels pretty strong.
Let's see. Could consolidate this way, but I would also have to consolidate this way at the same time. So I choose not to move.
Okay.
This is every Custodians you play.
Over here, fighting.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, listen, if you
Well,
wear a red
he's got
cape,
a
you're
couple
either
heroes
World
on
Eaters
there,
player or you're
they're all
Custodians
OC1.
player, and either way, you're just YOLOing your whole army down the center of the table and hoping for the best.
Okay, OC2 because of the banner. Well, that stinks. All right. We'll probably just focus on the honor guard squad then. All right. The left guy who can only fight the honor guard squad, or the Calgar squad is going to fight Calgar squad.
Sustain, I'm assuming, yeah.
Sustained, yes, and rerolls.
Yep.
-1 to wound, though, is annoying, but that's okay. All play. Rerolls.
Nice.
5, AP2, damage 2.
AP2 damage 2. We'll take it on the bolter guy first. This is the flat 2, right?
Yes.
5's, he's good. He dies with this. Then we'll take it on the... we'll take it on the heavy bolter guy. 5 ups. He's down to 2.
Alright.
Yeah, Space Marine list is the
Other guy will fight
is
that
the,
squad now.
the regular Space Marine list for sure. So 2 company heroes down so far.
Oh, +1. And rerolling those. Ooh, less good. Okay.
Okay, I have to take it on the 5 up. He's dead. And let's see here. I still auto see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Auto
we'll
see
take
because
it
of
on.
damage.
We'll take it on the Victrix 4 ups. He's down to 1.
Okay. Unfortunate. Your fights. I was hoping to avoid. I was hoping to kill those scout marines in shooting, so I didn't have to charge at all. But oh well. Your fights.
Let's see here. I think we'll put 1 Victrix into the Custodian, and everything else into. Well, no, we'll put everything into this Custodian. So we'll start with Calgar because it's got the highest chance. 6 attacks hitting on 2s. Okay, all hits, wounding you on 3s, re-rolling, twin linked. 5 invulns, please. 3 damage apiece.
Into the one, the dude in the middle, right?
Yeah.
The close dude that's right
Yeah.
next to Calgar.
Yeah.
5 4-ups. Almost.
All right.
Oh, cool. Alright. So, end of the turn. Where are we at? I gave myself 5.
Yeah, the 28 mils in there are
I get
scouts.
5 for
Jet.
area denial. I got that one guy just chilling.
I have seen people use Firstborn Marines
there you
as
go.
scouts,
I guess we'll fight.
tactical Marines with no backpacks as scouts, which actually
The scouts.
at this stage looks
in charge.
looks in scale, which is very
They're not
funny
trained.
with how much larger the big stuff has been.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you're scoring good, scoring good. I will go up to 2 CP because of Calgar, and I will draw some cards. Bring it down, and Assassination. You only have the 1 character.
Circon wrecking Chaos Space Marines, Death Guard, and new Noise Marines in the mail. Hell yeah!
And you can once per
And
game...
you get
All that new Chaos stuff is so cool, by the way.
yeah, you get 10 points on primary. I was just
New Death Guard lists
primary.
going insane right now.
like a 10, right?
So,
And those Noise Marine, Renegade Raider
actually,
lists are
you'll
also
battle
sweet.
shock on the scouts. It shouldn't matter though for primary. We do battle shock on scouts.
They're good.
You look good. You get 10 on primary.
Okay, so you have 1 character. You
Yep,
can
and he has
reduce
that
the
once per
damage
game.
to 1.
Damage. Yep. And I can spend a CP to when I activate that I can
Assassination,
once per
bring
game
it down to the
like,
draws
do it
this
on a different
turn.
phase.
Oh man, what a turn to draw the
Okay.
kill everyone's secondaries. Although bring it down is going to be a little
Makes
tough to do right now
Yeah, that's the
because
plan.
Lump is going to have to prioritize these Alaris custodian squads. These Alaris custodian squads because
Let me see.
he cannot afford to let one of these units sort of get in and lay down a smack again. Now, nothing is currently on this objective, but the other thing to consider too is that CJ has units in reserve because he kept those 2 Alaris custodians off of the unleashed unit. So he could pay a CP to rapid ingress onto that objective to ensure that he holds it.
Custodian guy.
As long as nothing moves up to block that, which I don't think anything is. Yeah, exclamation point lists, chat. We'll get you the list if you want to take a peek.
Dangerous stuff. Okay.
Lions of the Emperor for Custodes, yeah. Surprised he didn't consolidate back to the expansion. So I believe that the consolidate
Did do a good job.
would have brought him into engagement with
shoot.
Gilliman. So he would have had to consolidate forward.
Did this squad have to pile into consolidate into Gilliman?
Oh, no, they didn't. Just kidding.
It can't because it's not within 4.
Right. So they could have consolidated back onto the point. Can I just do that?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. So they're going back onto the point.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, chat.
Okay, just that one. Guy's
Just the one guy's moving. That way it's as little change as possible. So
Gotcha. Okay, I think we're gonna go for advance and shoot.
okay.
We might just give up assassination. Because I'm not.
It's not a trap. Come on, do it.
I don't think I'm getting through that. Okay, so first Oath of Moment will be. Yikes.
It's got to be an Alaris Custodian.
Grab tank here.
Okay. So I guess the hope is that we have a clean line between the Vindicator and the Ballistas into that guy.
Army wide.
So we could potentially just cut it, just knock it with
Yeah.
the 2 tanks.
Okay, so Calgary.
And then unlock the second oath. If they fail, though, it's like a disaster. That's the scariest thing in the world.
Then
So
they don't have fallback control.
the other Terminators, they sort of spread out. One of them's in the center objective.
Yeah, Calgary gives.
Three of them pushed up here. Calgar heroically intervened, and there was a big fight, which is why Calgar's unit is below starting. And
Will
that's where they're at. And then one of them got killed on turn 1.
pretty much stay put here. This ballistas back here will advance. It's a 1, so that's 9. Should be able to see that grav tank.
Yep. Yeah. The same
Yeah,
line
there.
that I shot your Vindicator on.
Yeah.
Don't go too far forward, or you might go past that line. But yeah.
Yeah. Here.
Only 2 on Bring It Down? Yeah, only 2 for the Caladius grav tanks.
We'll just move a little bit more. This Vindicator can stay put and shoot this grav tank. That'll give choices for your guy over here.
Shoot which grav tank?
The one over here.
24 inches, right?
Yeah, I will have to move it, but...
I thought they should stay put. My bad.
Yeah, the one awkward part is that
shoot without moving.
Lump is going to have to
It's gonna
put his cannon shots into the vehicles if he wants to score that Bring It Down rather than the
move over
Custodians.
here.
Which is a little dangerous. I guess there is a universe where because where a Vindicator just like rocks, a Vindicator with ignore cover potentially from Storm of Fire, just like rocks a Caladius grav tank. He could also kill this one. It's a little unlikely for Calgar to kill it himself without any buffs. I guess he could lethal or he could lance into it. And maybe get some damage out of the Victrix Honor Guard. He himself is only good for potentially 18 damage if he drops literally no attacks.
Now, give me man.
But we'll see. With Lance, he's got another 16 winning on 5s for 2 damage each. So it comes down to the dice rolls. So he could knock out both Caladius Grav tanks here. And then just have to deal with all the Alaris Custodians.
12. We will bring out the Reaper. Between 9 and 12 of these guys.
We got the 9-inch charges, just need the 4-ups. Yeah. Oh man. It's like wild to see these game plans. Like CJ Hobbies like literally just put the entire tournament on a basically a coin flip there with that 9-inch charge.
All right.
Obviously, still a lot of 40k to play. It's still early game.
Oh, that's good. These
But
stats
turns
will
out blowing up 3 could have if he had concentrated his fire between his 2 Caladius Grav tanks, he could have killed the Vindicator
scary,
as well.
but
Could have killed four tanks that turn.
I have my free CP.
Plan for Custodes is that you don't pair.
I'll just move Gilliman a little bit this way. There we go. Okay. So, first things first, we will shoot this Vindicator into your grav tank.
I haven't noticed Marines being
And we'll shoot the 100.
like
killer,
explicitly banned into Custodes. Alliance definitely
Except for
presents
the
quite a
Custodians.
different like sort of threat
Yeah,
profile
I
because of the splitting
So
to defeat your oath of moment. But
number of shots. 2. Fuck.
then you don't have to deal with this
I
big
really
units.
needed
So I
to
don't know.
die. I'll CP reroll that.
Do a 1. Come on.
Good. Hitting you on 3s. Full rerolls.
Noise Marine is definitely really good.
Twos.
We watched some crazy Noise Marine play yesterday
Rerolls, please.
with Emperor Children versus Space Wolves. Really good game. Came down to a 6-point difference in the end. That is available for subscribers right now.
Because, yeah.
On the on my VODs.
Two
If
fails.
you want to go watch it.
7.
Okay.
And now the Hunter Killer. Hits.
Last week's Space Marine versus Custodes is 45, 51, 63%. It just steadily increases. It's like a perfect bell curve.
5 point.
Absolutely, you can link a picture with your Noise
Just one
Marines.
save. Maybe nothing.
I would love to see your painted model, Sircon.
Isn't it +1 AP because you did some strat?
No. It's no. That's being saved for the other one. Did I say I was giving him the thing?
Yeah, that's why I'm saving on 5. So saving on 5s against the.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have
oh,
saved
shit.
on the reroll. On that 4.
Okay, I
so-
will let you pick because I misplayed this. I wanted to use that strat over here on the Reaper. If you want to, like, because you would have
Sure.
saved that with that 5.
Yeah, the problem is, was it the 5 or was it the 2 that I rerolled? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about we'll roll for that? And so 1, 2, 3. It was
As long as
the-
it's fair with you.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 was the 2 damage one that I saved.
It was a
4,
3
5,
and
6
a
was-
4.
Oh, it was a 3 and a 4. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
All right. I thought I saw a 5 and a 2. So yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3 for the 3. 4, 5, 6 for the 4. Okay.
Okay.
And this was saying this is the one I saved. So I saved the 4, so he only took
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
That's the wrong button. There we go. Oh no, that's the wrong button too. Well, I'm just hitting all the wrong buttons. He should be at
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
11.
Okay.
11.
11, yeah.
3.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
And then how many saves do I owe you? That
Just
Also,
one
just-
save at AP0 on the graph tank.
1 save AP0. Got it.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
You not roll your dice. Your dice are bad for some reason.
This will shoot the grab tank back here.
Brutal.
Yes.
So Vindicator chuffed it.
On
Ball Dread, seeing what it can do. I don't know if a Ball Dread's going to do it,
This is the
though.
last-
Duelist Dreadnoughts do tend to bump up into cover pretty
on 2s.
obnoxiously.
Cracks. Yes. 2 saves, AP2.
Yeah. Not ignoring cover, correct?
No, not this one.
What do we get?
3s.
No, double save.
Nice. And that's it.
Oh,
See
man.
here.
That's unfortunate, chat.
Calgar and his
I don't
friends
know if our Alaris
everything.
Custodians are going to go
Actually,
down this turn.
This Custodian, and we'll
Uh-oh.
CP for grenades again.
Well, hang on.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Don't you want that CP for the you said you're going to pump up the Reaper or whatever, right?
Yes, I spent... Yes, okay, so he's not within 12 of that.
Just don't want you to be
Yeah.
like, oh crap, I did this, and then now I don't have the CP to do what I want to do with the Reaper.
Yeah.
Here's Sircon's Noise Marines, by the way.
That's a good point.
Looking good, Sir Con.
No, we'll grenades you.
That's a very clean purple.
All right.
I like that.
All right,
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
that's the right choice.
The new models are so cool, too.
The thing and not grenades me.
I like the alternating gold and silver is like
Custodian up here.
it's very like Shea Gorath pilled. It's very Shivering Isles, you know.
And
I've got Oblivion on the mind, so
Okay.
I appreciate that. That's cool.
Yeah, the sniper and the scout. Yeah, so hits. Does not wound.
Did a Ragnar
Happy
Blackbane
day.
too?
Looking for not a 2.
Oh,
Let's
dude.
do Calgar, hitting you on 2s. I'm the one lonely guy.
We're
Okay.
shooting. We're
I'll hit
shooting.
Yeah, this looks phenomenal.
They fell back from.
Exactly, yep.
I'm a huge fan of of the olive green, olive drab Space Marines.
Yep.
Also, Space Marines with helmets. So this is
One save, AP1.
that's right down my alley. That's very, very good looking. I like that.
Ow. I like
Damage.
CP reroll too, so he's dead.
All right. So shot. Gillyman will shoot the Custodian in the center.
Okay.
One miss, wounding you on 5s, though. Yikes. Okay.
Oh man.
2.
Well, if we just roll perfect
am I
dice, then
getting
we'll be
covered?
okay.
I think so, because that corner's right there.
I think so.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So 2 3-ups.
Yeah, Ragnar looks great. I used to have an entire Space Marine army that was basically that color scheme.
Get rid of that dice. That's a bad dice. Naughty dice.
I have a new Space Marine army which is unpainted, and I don't know what to paint it.
Yep, saves 1.
I'm thinking of I did a black and orange on my Breach Storm,
Let's see
which
here.
I really liked, and I might
Left.
do that on
Let's
Space
do
Marines too.
this Reaper into these guys,
Sure.
which is very
All right, so we have Devastator Doctrine active, and
Hey, for efficiency's sake, do you want to do the Melta first? Because the Melta
Yeah,
would just
sure.
kill guys, while you might leave a guy on less than 4 just to point a
Yeah.
Melta at him.
True. Let's do the Meltas then. Thank you. Okay, so you're on 3s, 2 hits, wounding you on.
so we're set up to Storm of Fire here for +1 AP ignore cover on these guys, so that the non-devastating
I
attacks
think-
still continue to do damage.
I'm good. Yep.
Maraki Expo, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you, buddy.
Doesn't really matter. I guess.
Black, white, and
the guy
blue
on the
highlights. Looks like
point, so the
Tron.
Golem can't-
I used to have there was a player in my local group
Doesn't matter.
who played.
That guy.
All of his armies were painted like synthwave, very like Tron,
Okay, now the
with like really, really stark edge highlights and then like a synthwave themed base. It was very cool, like a Hotline Miami kind of
Nope.
themed base.
let's do the Reaper.
All right, so got one with the Invader ATV.
Okay, and now
Let's see
Hang
these,
on, before
these
you
big dual
everything,
onslaught
everything into
guys.
them, right? Right.
Yep,
So, let's see, how much CP do I have? I have 2 CP. I could consider giving myself cover because it's a bunch of AP1. Well, the Gatling cannon's AP.
Not if they
0.
storm of fire.
The rocket pod's AP1, damage 2, D3 shot. No, that's a waste of CP. Continue. Sorry, my bad.
okay, so let's do the Dev Wound gun.
Oh no,
Oh, and the oath isn't unlocked because the tank lived.
that's
I
bad.
don't know. It's bad for me, yeah.
The 2 6s do sustain, which is a consolation prize.
Because it's sustained 2.
That's brutal.
Okay, sure. Sorry. Yep. Okay. Wait, hang on.
So-
What? Why is it sustained 2?
Because you're infantry.
Oh, it's just the stat. Okay, dash ability.
Yeah.
Got it.
So 2 Dev Wounds.
Ghillie Suit Marines. Yeah, I had a when I was a kid. I used to run a gaming
Why
club.
is
We had a
That was
guy
on
who
5s?
played. those.
Also because I'm infantry.
No, 1 save, 1 Dev Wound. My apologies.
Okay. AP0.
Yep.
Oh, we did not storm of fire these guys. I guess. Oh, I'm confused, Jess. I didn't know what we were thinking.
Looking for 3s. Looking for 5s. 3 saves, no AP.
Maybe considered it wasn't worth it if the
And the sustained was only on the one gun. It's not on all his guns.
No, sustained 2's on the main gun.
if
The
the
Dev Wound gun, the 1 Dev Wound, yeah.
Oath didn't unlock.
So-
That definitely would have been a huge hit if Oath unlocked. But that Caladius surviving is
3-0.
like such a big lockup for that that Oath there, because now Gilliam is also not going to get it on his punching fist, which is probably not the end of the world, but it means he doesn't reroll his ones to hit here, which is really awkward.
Very nice. The
But he has his free strat still available, so maybe it's fine.
Twin Icarus Rocket. No. Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. All hits. No wounds. The damage 2, number of shots will be 2 on 3s. Strength 8 means 3s. No. And that's finished.
Ooh,
All right.
think
Do
that's-
I want?
did a single damage.
I'm gonna put the timer on me. I'm thinking.
Okay.
If I want to reactive move with them, probably not. But I don't want to waste your time. I'll waste my time.
I'm using Swift as the eagle to potentially
Dilly-dally.
move D6s in response to him
Fast,
shooting.
I can make it a 7-inch charge for this squad. And of course, if I do that, you just charge that squad. So.
So with assassination on the line, I think
I'm
they.
wasting time.
I mean, I guess Gilliman could like go into the Alaris Terminator Captain, epic challenge, and then sweep
So,
to try to kill him.
Charge block.
His sweep with the sword is devastating, but there's no way that CJ doesn't, in response to a Gilliman charge, use his 1 damage weapon here. Or his 1 damage reduction here, and then reload it.
I know,
because he
just
has the
roll
CP
a high
available.
number. Don't worry about it. Although that's been a problem for you this game, though.
All right, let's see here. 6 definitely gets me in.
6 should do. Yep, we're up against the wall as well.
How do I?
Hey, right in the pocket right there, old Calgar, you silly goose.
Okay. 6. This guy can probably fit.
How's the Samurai Emperor's Children coming? I haven't had much time to work on them, to be honest.
I keep it there.
I just have my demon princes, basically.
And over here. I can't see what Trevi's hand. Okay. Very cool.
But now we're out of command points to Lance against this guy, so it's actually a little unlikely he gets killed.
7. Yeah.
Charging into this custodian. So we could use Gilliman's free for a tank shot.
Sure. Go, yeah, do that. Go ahead and do that. Go and do that.
Okay.
Do we
T11?
intervene here?
Yep.
6 more.
An intervention off of this.
It'll be really cool to free CP with my captain, heroic intervention.
It would be, wouldn't it?
And so we're going to.
Okay.
A little missequence. The intervention, or Lump could tell CJ to resolve his intervention first and then resolve the tank shot. So if he wanted to, he could then turn around and
maybe we go this way and just give up that other squad.
put the intervention or put the tank shock into the bigger
we make,
custodian.
We make Gillen make a choice. I don't know. What kind of choice are you going to make, Gillen?
Or little Gilliman.
Actually, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. I think I've heard that somewhere.
That is true.
And I guess like this.
Say
Oh,
that.
easy one shot incoming.
Yeah, I don't know, like that. No, like that. I don't know, like that.
Sure. Yep.
Sure, like that. All right, there you go.
Give him into these guys.
Okay. I mean, I made you have to make a choice, right? Or something. I don't know. He makes it.
Yeah, the Space Marine shooting phase was abysmal.
Okay, and Video TV into the.
Oh, good thing that Gilliman declared
Oh,
into
really?
the other squad here. So this is not going to score him assassination or bring it down. What a disaster for Ultramarines.
This thing will.
So the tanks, he didn't have enough CP to sort of supercharge the tanks to ignore cover. So the Callidius Graph tank just biffed the incoming damage. Alar's Custodians
Yeah. Okay.
use a heroic intervention to escape from Gilliman's charge over here.
You can-
And because the tank survived, the Oath of Moment didn't carry over to the second Alaris Custodian squad, so the Gladiator Reaper also biffed. I think he did 1 damage. It was maybe as bad as this turn could have possibly gone. He cleared the middle objective, but now the Vindicator is going to get killed by
think the,
Alaris squad.
The sweep? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So on 2s, sweep is strength.
We'll see what Calgar does here. Calgar can be the hero that we need right now if he's able to like kill this Grav tank and then push back through the back line here so like hit the prosecutors and then into the second Grav tank potentially. But if he doesn't absolutely bake, things are gonna get really bad. Real bad, real fast, unfortunately. There's still 2 additional Alaris Custodians like hiding in the back. I think there's an open spot they go to the corner here as well if they want it. Oof.
All right, so kills a guy, and then kills a guy.
Yeah, Reaper did 1 damage.
Hey.
1 devastating wound. Everything else got saved on the 2-up.
And what do I want to do with these guys? Because basically, do I want to go this way and screw with this thing next turn? No, I don't think I do. I think I want to kill G-Man if I can, or kill the Invader ATV if I can. Put it on my time while I look at something, will you? While I'm wasting time. I'm looking at strats here.
Sure.
I like to dilly-dally, dither, and waste time, apparently. Maneuver and fire. No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll kill these 2 guys. Or, sorry, kill 3 guys, right? So, kill these guys.
Okay.
It's 3 kills with Gilliman. That does put him in danger. He does still have his free strat available, so he could Armor of Contempt the crackback.
Cool. We'll do.
But 10 attacks from Alara's Custodians could knock him if they get really lucky
Didn't base.
with their sustains.
Boop.
All right, moment of truth here, chat.
On 2.
This Calgar attack might be the game.
I'm gonna go on 5s. Twin link. Yikes.
Oh no, he biffed it. Chat, this turn is going so bad.
Calgar winning me on 5s and not 3s.
Strength 8, my guy.
Strength 8 into
Oh,
T11.
that's a tank. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong. I had Terminators on the brain. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Yeah.
You said
That's bad. That's a bad roll. That wouldn't even Lance wouldn't even have saved him there. That was really bad. Maybe we get like 10 damage in with our Victrix Honor Guards. Maybe it's fine. It's fine. We rolled a bunch of 1s.
Wounding you, I believe, on 6s only.
Yeah, strength 5. Yikes.
Yep.
It's only 3. Oh no. So now we can just pay a CP, maneuver and fire that Caladius Grav Tank, pop back,
And the one crappy guy.
and basically just like sandbag Marnius Calgar for a turn
Nothing.
here.
Finished.
This Vindicator most likely dies, and I think that Caladius could just take a turn off shooting at the Ballistus Dreadnought to basically cut down most of this unit. The company champions for company heroes for sure.
Yep.
If not Calgar himself.
3 attacks.
Oof, chat. It's all falling apart. It's all coming apart.
5 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Yeah, I think honestly,
Nope, nothing.
I think maybe we needed like Storm of Fire on the Vindicator. I know there was a big conversation between the players whether or not Lump actually wanted that. A Storm of Fire on the Vindicator would have been huge to punch through cover and force the
on me.
Caladius onto its invuln save. I don't know if that would have killed it, but it certainly would have given a much better opportunity.
10 attacks.
Because the rest of the turn kind of unfolds as you would hope once that second oath unlocks, because these Terminators get picked up.
2s and 2s with
and if you have the
rerolls,
CP
sustained,
remaining because you
CP
free strat
there,
this
CP.
effect,
Yep.
then you can lance over here and maybe kill that guy.
Why don't you roll
although obviously that wouldn't have done too much
fine
with the
warhammer.
rolls that Lump had there.
Rerolls.
Yeah, 0 secondary this
He's not
turn.
actually a vehicle, though. He's a mounted.
Oh, he's not a vehicle.
No.
What?
Not that it's going to save him, but yeah.
That looks like a vehicle to me, sir. Sit down. That's a controls thing. There's engines.
That's
okay.
sitting down. Whip mounted.
Wait until you hear what a Rendmaster is.
11 then instead of 13.
Okay.
It's kind of like Gilliman being a monster, even though he's basically the same size as these Custodian Terminators.
Does not explode.
Goodbye, ATP.
I guess we'll just.
Oh boy,
Gilliman
chats.
has 4, so it is contested. Okay.
I could boost it to 5 if I give up one of my other things.
You don't need to because it's coming to my turn unless you have a secondary that cares about that. I don't think you do. All right. Everything into the Vindicator. We'll do the Axeman first because he's cool. Twos and 2s sustained. I'll play there. Rerolling. 6 AP2. And I'll get my 30 dice ready while we're waiting.
4 ups. 8 damage is just dead. Oh.
Okay. They will consolidate. Well, I guess not all of them can. Where's the point here?
I don't think you
Where's
can
the
pull it
middle?
up with the street.
Okay, then this guy will go this way. Like those guys can't move closer to Goldman. I want them to, but they can't. These guys can, however.
Mhm.
And like this, and like this, and like this. Tank will fight. 4 attacks at 601. So this will be 4s and 4s. We'll give ourselves sustained because why not? Oh, that was 5 dice. Hang on, sorry. Oh, there was a dice on top of it. 4s and 4s. One extra. 4s because it -1 to wound.
Yep.
So 1 at AP0.
We'll take it on
But-
a Victrix.
But
So
wounded
2 up.
Victrix, like, you have wounded Victrix.
Oh, do I? Oh, yeah. So no choice. Okay. He's good, though.
Okay, yep, perfectly fine. Okay. So you did get 2 points for bring it down, right? For
Did
killing
I?
a tank. Or no. Oh, you
No,
did
that was
kill a
last
tank.
turn.
No, you didn't
Yeah.
kill a tank. Never mind.
I think he gets stone nothing.
I unfortunately
was
flubbed
last-
on the tank, so.
Oh, shit.
Unfortunately. And we'll hand you the turn.
Here you go. You didn't give yourself an extra CP. I just gave you the extra CP for getting rid of
Okay.
those.
Yep, thank you. No, I don't get
yeah.
one. Calgar gave me one, so.
Oh, that's right. I don't have CP generating guys, so I don't think about that. That was my last turn. Okay. My turn. My time. I'll flip some cards before I do anything else. Prisoners and Cole. Cole doesn't
No.
apply. Cover does. I don't like it though. I have 3 CP.
I think I had 2. But you might have 3.
No, yeah, I have 2, and I went up at the start of the turn.
Okay.
Could try to recover assets. I think that's a dumb idea, but I can try it. Guy here, guy there, and the girls. I would force a ballista.
Fell apart when the 9-inch charge got made? Yeah, that's probably the
after
case.
anything else that I want them.
That was a
Interesting.
monumentally impactful charge for sure.
No, I don't think I do. I'll just hold on to that. Go get rid of that for a CP. I'm
Okay.
getting 10 on primary again because you auto see me there.
I do think that this is a style of play, and maybe Lump wasn't prepared for
CP
this
army, I'll
potentially.
probably just get rid of it.
Because with these big Terminator
Alright,
bricks lists, you
battle
kind of
styles.
assume that they're
I
going to
think
be
that's
playing
what-
relatively slow.
Just
But with
these
this
guys,
this
I'll try.
style of play, like a really
I'll try
aggressive
those 2
play
points.
can really overload the Oath of moment. And playing Ultramarines in the past, I have found that
We're good.
if your opponent just comes at you hard and consistently, it can be difficult to deal with, because situations like this can happen where you don't trigger your Oath. You know, the dice spike in one way or another,
Sure.
and suddenly like the whole plan starts to come apart, and that can be really scary.
I will
Ultramarines also
just
tend to have
need
relatively low
to
OC
let that two-man
characteristics,
Squad fallback shooting charge.
so they aren't very good at taking objectives away from a huge brick of OC2 guys, which we're also kind of seeing here. So I
And I wish I could do that with the
I don't know. I definitely feel for ultras here. I think this is definitely
shooting to combat. Man,
a situation that
fine.
we could have
I'm
we
fine
could have foreseen.
for being tied up with a tank. Let's see here. A tank can fit in this gap, right? Yes. Okay. Good.
I brought a smile to watch the ballistas get obliterated.
think
Yeah,
so. If-
I mean, I never.
I mean, it does fly.
I'll watch the ballistas get
I
obliterated.
think as
all
long as you
day
can
long.
end move not on this
Custodes
room.
place everything, go for long bombs because you
should
can
win.
instantly win.
Not-
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
not-
and also like
Which means I just need to get
part of the problem, right, is
couple
that
just
like
past
the
the point.
the Ultramarines' in almost
So-
entire screening
Okay.
game plan was to
So,
like to use their two
3.6.
characters. So CJ Hobbies at the very beginning there, he went out of his way to clip out the Combi Lieutenant, which felt very aggressive, but obviously was the right call because that's so much of the board now he can play with to make those long charges.
And
Whereas
I
if
think we'll
Lump had
So
his
9.7.
way, right, he'd be trying to
whatever.
to
I guess we'll
put
start
those
with
screening
that.
units in more aggressive
boy.
positions.
Fine.
But losing both of them immediately was obviously probably not the
Basically
plan,
like
I imagine.
There you go.
if he had rolled a 6, for example, on the
So
reactive
you're
move on
trying
this
to
Gravis
shoot
Captain,
me, I think.
the Gravis Captain could have gone here
Correct.
and entirely prevented this drop from
Sense.
happening. But he rolled a 1, right? and you know, because he didn't have redundancy screening that area, it all kind of started to fall down. And I think that CJ Hobby's game plan was really interesting to
Back up.
take a really a huge trade down, right? He's trading down like 150 points
So I think
shooting
maybe
into
they
that
go and help kill Gulliman and then kill Gulliman in case he's
Combi
up.
Lieutenant,
And then
but he
worst comes to
opens
worst,
up
I
the
can
Ultramarine
extend a turn
player
to stand up,
to this
and I can
game
get
state
back
where
point.
he has to move into positions where things like these Alaris Custodians can now charge.
Yeah.
Which is a huge
Fine,
disaster.
just wait for it.
I wonder if the correct counterplay would have been to pull back this flank because you can't adequately
point.
protect it. You
stands
could.
back up.
I guess you would lose this
Closer.
objective if you guerrilla tactics
Oh, no,
these
get
guys.
out.
I don't really know what you
Walking away these
use
guys,
to
that's
screen
right.
here. Maybe you just
You
use the
stand up
vindicator or
exactly
something.
where he is.
But you pull back so that the
Falling back
foot
here.
unit doesn't have an easy charge,
And we're giving
and then you
fall
push
charge.
the guns this direction, and you use this angle to shoot into the center. If he had that, maybe he didn't. But just so he doesn't have to engage with the
tennis charge,
custodians.
One shot at a 10.
I
Give it
think
like
Sircon, thanks for hanging out, man.
Watch you.
Appreciate you. Thanks for showing us your models, and
not getting
I hope you have a good one.
No.
I mean, you're
Could I go
welcome.
worse? Probably not,
Ultramarine info.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, with the rerolls, probably. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Tanks right there.
Do hate the 0030 CP list. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Like, I think it's too ubiquitous. I think it is certainly. I think it's demonstrably too strong for what
Two
it is.
guys
Right?
back.
The fact that it's constantly
One
going
guy right
like
at 4.
big meta
Should have
representation,
left this guy back here.
and everything.
So that way they all can see the Ballistus Dread and shoot it as well. That's
Shooting into the Blister Shred, not into Gilliman. So we might clip a Gilliman here, which would be.
so give myself.
I think just GG. Right? I think it's.
and-
Yeah.
If
Look at
Gilliman
these guys
flips to
range.
shooting and then respawns and dies to melee, like I'm not sure what Ultramarines can do to counter here. A single Blister Shred not gonna fight this amount of firepower. Keeping the Cladius Craft Tank in and not maneuvering and firing it is interesting.
Fallback, shoot, and charge.
Oh no, we're gonna do that.
So we
All right,
really
well, just
don't
kidding.
want to use assets, then you're
It is thematic for Ultramarines. I agree. I think
That'd be bad.
the
So I think we'll stay
double
tight.
oath of moment.
Just shoot you to
I
death.
I don't think Ultramarines shouldn't have an identity of
Sure would
CP
suck.
generation. I like that, and that's traditionally been their sort of identity. I think the two oaths of moment. Gilliman's probably too efficient. Is
Points
probably
of
the issue. I
points.
think for them.
But I'm a CP hungry army, and I'm winning the game as it stands right now, so I think I can live with that. All right, shooting time. Tank into people he's tied up with, obviously.
Yep.
We'll do the little gun first because you got a guy on 1.
3 attacks.
3 attacks with the little gun. 2's whiff because tied up. 1 at AP1.
I'm in cover, so 2 ups. Oh, still kills him.
And now the big gun. 3s, ow. And 2s. Limit.
Minus 1
3.
to wound, though.
Okay, sure.
They're so good they start to work at any detachment.
3.
Yeah, it's just like Gilliman and Calgar together
take
have
it
like
on
a
that.
really natural play pattern that's really strong.
No. You get an ordered roll them.
I do
Like
have
not
to
only
roll
are they
on-
good army support, but they also
Kill
do a bunch
one.
of damage and are aggressive units themselves.
No.
So just fired into melee. So we do lose Gilliman, or we do lose the heroes unit.
All right. Let's see. This tank.
Made Vanguard work.
Yeah.
Led on Stormlands. Yeah, I mean we watched. Yeah, we watched the fucking Anvil list this weekend. Like, what do you? It's just this list, but they played it in Anvil Siege Force to be a
I
contrarian.
wouldn't like that.
What's happening?
So the Ballistus Dreadnought. Who cares about a single Ballistus Dreadnought? Whatever.
Whatever, indeed.
Because then I could shoot a tank to death. Let's see how that goes. Okay. So everything from the squad in the middle into Gulliman.
Yep.
Unfortunately, not getting +1 to wound. So we'll just see. But 2 damage shots, 14 of them to start. That's not a good start.
Ran Calgar and 2 Hammer Falls and 1 3.
I don't mind if you armor. I don't mind if you
Oh
armor.
my god. Are Hammer Falls OC 0?
Thank you.
Like natural
Thanks,
OC 0?
So 2 damage.
2 damage.
Or are they OC
And
dash?
76 shots. That's a lot of shots.
Oh god.
39k says OC 0.
Oh no.
That's a lot of ones.
Fucking Hammerfall bunker. Oh man. Can you give them +1 OC with Gilliman?
This
Can
is
you
what I
make them
would
OC 1?
Yeah. All right.
Down to 7.
It would have been cute if we'd somehow done it. That would have been amazing. Yeah, so tank into Golem.
Yeah.
2s and 3s, lethal's twin linked.
Yeah.
1 lethal. You know what? That's worth a reroll.
Also,
That's worth a
20
reroll.
Hell
Reroll that one
Blasters.
Yep.
Sick.
For CP.
Hell Blasters maybe underplayed. I don't know. I
Threes,
think
twin
that
linked.
unit's good.
There you go. 4 at your invul.
Yikes.
Oh dear.
Do you mind rolling the 2 first damages?
You have a blanket save strat? Oh, because
no,
you have
it's a
3.
CP reroll.
That'd be
He's-
8 with
he's
those just those
dead
2.
either way.
Ugh. So Gilliman flips to the one.
These 2 guys will shoot the tank.
It's
there.
it is truly falling
Seven,
apart
6,
here,
so
chat.
ones.
Oh
2s and
man.
5s, rerolling. 1 at AP1.
The tough part is that like the easiest counter to this is like, well, just play more infiltrators or whatever. But all of those units are like basically a minimum of 100 points, unless you're spamming scouts.
8 shots.
1 unit of scouts is a little bit awkward, and I guess maybe like the lesson is that maybe you keep the combi lieutenant like pocketed here or something so that you can use him to screen out later. So that you don't just lose him right at the get go. But I don't know if Lump really identified that as being like a huge pivot point in the game.
Doesn't matter.
Which, in fairness, I don't know if I would have either.
Stay up until I flip something that's relevant.
ATVs just being I mean ATVs are very.
See, the
good,
end of the
I don't
phase.
disagree actually. ATVs are probably like
Okay, does Gilliman come back up?
the most criminally underplayed Space Marine unit. And Gilliman fucking
Gilliman-
dies.
literally the last 4 Golemons I
Are
played
you
against have not
kidding
come back
me,
up.
chat?
That might actually
What
be
is this
better for you.
game?
It might be better for you because otherwise these guys would have gone that way.
Yeah, well now you don't score because you probably charge and get on. Anyway, let's keep going though.
10 charge there. I think that's my only charge.
I'm
Everyone else had a 12.
honestly the composure of this man right now, of Lump here being like, my opponent has just made
So, give me a 10.
the mother of all 9-inch charges into me,
No, an 8.
and essentially ruined my entire army in a finals game
Waste all our CP.
with
Oh, they
18
won it.
Alaris
They
Alaris
won it.
Terminators. And they just rolled an 11-inch charge.
I can
No,
overlook that.
no big deal, my guy. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Sure,
Yep,
man.
CP.
And also Gilliman dies. And this man goes,
Dev runes.
well, you know what? Let's keep playing.
3 hits.
Are you kidding me?
No, no.
Only-
Do you Overwatch on a 3?
No, but I had a
Oh,
sustain
sustain 2.
2.
Sustain 2.
Yeah.
Sustain 2. Yeah, yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
new
it was
drop
good.
site massacre. Yeah, the Ultramarines are like, hark, brother! Like the indomitable custodians are here to support us. And the custodians are like, you know,
1
hand tightens around axe.
misses. The end.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Yeah, that's my only charge. Fight phase. These guys will fight. We'll go with sustained because it's fun.
Yep.
And we're getting +1 to wound. Will we kill it? I don't know.
Yeah, Murphy's Law of the game.
The way you've been rolling, we'll kill it.
I will never complain about my opponent making a deep strike charge again. Oh my god. I've never had a deep strike charge
yeah.
like literally ruin
2s and 4s.
the whole turn.
Sustained, I mean. 2s and 4s with sustained rerolls.
Should have just screened it better.
And always getting
That's what I'll tell
some
myself.
Sustained has been helping too.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
god.
wow.
Oh god.
Yeah. That's-
Sure, man. You just might as well convert
That'll do it.
literally
Full
every
damage.
attack into this Reaper.
Blow up. Come on, man.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You
what
got
do I
0
have
blow-ups
left?
too. All right. You get to fight over here first.
What?
Kelgar?
An 11-inch charge into
Dude,
like literally
On 5.
literally
Wait,
10
okay.
perfect
Good.
attacks. All right, man.
Wounds, please.
4 wounds. We could kill the Caladius here. And he dies.
Turnabout's fair play.
Let's go.
Should have kept bringing it down.
Let's go. And Calgar does, he doesn't fall back and charge innately, so that would have cost a
Alright,
tactical
in
doctrine,
turn,
adaptive strategy swap. But now he is free and clear to move and attack. So he could push the back line, try to clip out the back objective if he wanted to.
The tank, you did kill the squad over here.
Oh, that's true. No, that was on. Oh, yeah, that's on shooting. Yep. So I get
Yep.
full on no prisoners. I will ship recover for a CP,
Dude,
and I'll kick it over to you.
this fucking game, man.
2 CP.
All right. Well, at least we're 2 Caladius grab tanks down.
Locus and recover assets.
Battle shock on the scout squad.
I'm probably auto passing that one.
Probably sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna auto pass that one. Now, locus and recover. I probably okay. Let's take a look here. 6
That's an
on
easy
3
locus.
dice.
Just
Yeah, I think I want to take your home from you.
sure, that's fine too.
So I ditch a CP. I mean, I spend a CP to ditch. Recover.
Huh?
Extend. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go into advance and charge. We will, because now that Calgar's no longer leading, he doesn't get his everything. So we'll use the advance and charge army. What? To do what?
Don't forget to give yourself 10 points on.
Oh yeah, 10 points. Boop boop. Okay, advance and charge. We will Oath of Moment. I only get 1. Do these ladies, I guess. Yeah, 'cause why not? We will advance Calgar. 2, we'll give him an 8. So
Yeah, I do get bottom 5 scoring.
charge.
Indeed.
Can you overwatch me from here?
I'm not going to. Why would I? I don't get special Overwatch rules or full rules on hits or anything like that.
Fair enough. These scouts will tuck back.
Establish locus, defend stronghold of the draws this turn.
They'll go. And then this ballistus will move
Defend
up.
stronghold's a little tough.
Oh, wait, I'll see what...
Especially since, I guess the
Do I want
infiltrators
this?
can't be charged right here
Yeah.
by deep strikers, but they could pull back and maybe make it to the charge a little tough from
This can fit
the Alaris Custodians.
over here.
It's actually probably a really long charge if they go to the back of their objective and just huddle. The goal would be then to kill them, I think.
You can assault and shoot me to death with these guys. We will advance the infiltrators. 1. I'm not sure what this footprint looks like. I'm trying to hide from you if it's possible. Like so.
Sure.
Yeah,
So that's that.
that seems like the play.
I guess I could shoot
Yup.
you with the ballistas.
All done moving?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, I'll ingress one of those guys I have up.
Okay.
It's a good ingress into the corner and then move and charge on a 7.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a 7-inch charge instead of, a 4-inch charge because infiltrators. But still. Let's see. Do these guys have any AP on their guns?
No.
No. Okay. Then, yeah, it doesn't matter touching the terrain or not. We'll just put ourselves
Well,
right at
they're
12
advanced,
0. Sure. We did advanced shoot or advanced charge for your army?
Advance and charge, so that Calgar could charge these ladies. Ballistas into the Alaris, because why not? 2 Laz, 2 hits, wounding you on 3s, not 2s. 1 save AP3.
Ow!
6 damage.
Boop.
Ow.
Zorp.
Okay. Ouchie.
Zorp's a guy.
Cracks. 1 hit, 1 miss. Rerolling because you're above half strength. Wounding on 3s will be 2 saves AP2.
Am I getting cover? Am I getting cover?
Yeah, you're getting cover. Yeah.
Okay. So 3s then. We're good.
No, you're not getting cover. You're getting cover. Okay. Bolters. 2 hits. 2 unlinked. Nothing.
All right. I would like to
charge-
react to move. I would like to react to
Oh,
move with him
shit. Yeah, okay.
just to do something somewhere. So -1 CP. We'll react to move D6.
Yeah, I guess the interesting thing is you could rapid ingress, get shot, and then pay the CP to move the unit you just ingressed forward. So, like, if the infiltrators shot this guy to see if they could luck out and kill him,
What our directions are.
you just make his charge
away.
easier.
17 away.
Oh, that's good counter tech, I guess, for your deep strikey boys.
So it's 10 and 9. So I guess we'll just move in a straight line towards Mr. Ballistus then.
Okay.
Only a 2. Just like you, I was hoping for a bigger number than I got on my reactive move.
Cool.
I have it
I
all.
will charge Calgar into the ladies. Need a 4. A 10 is going to make it.
Yeah.
I will stay on the objective just in case I don't kill you for some reason. But okay, and we'll smack you.
Smack away.
The guy with the sword on 2s, rerolling. Winning you on 2s. 5 saves, AP 2, 2 damage.
5s. All but 1.
Calgar himself, rerolling. Winning on 2s, twin linked. 6 more at AP 3, 3 damage.
Watch this. Yeah, okay.
Thankfully. Okay. And we'll just kind of hang out here. And that's my turn, so I will score 5 for extend. Locus, I could keep it. You could at worst send 1 guy at me. How many guys you got in Deep Strike? 1?
Both these guys have not picked up yet either.
Okay.
The squads have not picked up.
So you could potentially Deep Strike a 9, charge me, prevent me from Locus, even though Locus is really good for me to have at this kind of position. I will keep Locus. Yep.
Okay. I will pick up at the end of your turn. I'll pick up the squad of 2.
Okay. I'll hand you the turn.
All right. Let's see here. Flip some cards. Engage. Overwhelming. Okay. Let's see here. Engage and overwhelming. I get 5 points on primary. Engage and overwhelming. Engage and overwhelm. Okay. Oh, we're obviously. Oh, you have a reactive move, don't you?
Yep.
E6.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so annoying. Well, okay, but if you do that, you walk off the point.
Yeah. There might be a universe where I go here and your charge gets slightly longer.
Make it an 8 instead of a 7.
Yeah.
That's what you could do.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to waste your CP on? Maybe.
Probably, to be honest. Like,
or I just advance onto the point and take the point.
then I reactive move forward and try to get 3 guys on it.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just
That's
letting you
true.
know that what's possible, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's something.
Yeah, works both ways.
You need to roll
Reactive moves pretty good.
possible.
You heard it here first, folks.
So we'll do that then.
Okay, so I could move that way. These guys could advance and shoot me just off the point if I get into that ruin. Oof. Right, you have like a bunch of shots.
Yeah.
Okay, but those are not.
So the blast guns are not assault.
Okay. So would you mind measuring for me? I want to see what I would need to roll to make your charge an 8. Like a 2. Right? Yeah, as long as I get a 2, your charge is 8 instead of 7. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You'll come in and shoot with a few guys. You have to be wholly within the ruin. So I think I do reactive move with my only CP. However, on a 5-up, I think I get it back. Do they do that? I think they do that. Yeah, I do. Okay. I never use strats on him. So on a 5-up, I get my CP back. No. How much do I move? 3. So I'm just
I
gonna
wouldn't stick with Calgar's
within this
CP
room
generation
with
anyway.
that one guy. So that if you do shoot him, we'll move back a little bit here. I'll have a bit of breathing room. Okay, there we go.
Sure. Okay.
I have no CP.
Yeah. All right. Back to me. Time wise. Okay. I'll just roll an 8. Bet. And I'll roll a 9 over here. Bet. Or 12. That's not even possible. Ugh. Okay. That's annoying. So a guy comes down here.
Yeah, I don't believe you regenerate
Here.
with the infiltrators if you have Calgar.
In charge. Yeah.
Because it gains you a
There's
CP,
no way this tank.
so it doesn't stack.
I guess I could tank shock with my CP.
They both gain you a CP,
Yeah.
so they're mutually exclusive.
And then die to Calgor. But take the point back too, though.
Yeah.
7.
You might have to pivot to fit through.
Yeah, we'll make swing our last movement on pivoting.
Yeah, and then the charge will be straight.
Yep.
With a 7 there too. Okay. Makes sense to me. So that's a normal move, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You already reacted moved,
Yeah,
haven't you?
can't do anything.
And its people will come down. One guy will come down and hold this point for me. Wait, no, I haven't moved the other squad yet. Their squad needs to move. Yeah, we'll just casually roll a 9. Just a bunch of high charges, whatever.
Well, that 11 turn 2 really... I think that's what turned the game, personally.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. But we'll see if you can get some more. I mean, you've got an 8, a 9, an 8, 7, and this is a 9, I think.
Yes. And then, yeah, some guys are going to come down for me. This guy's going to come down here and just hold that point.
Mhm.
Because why not? Points are points. I got one more turn of scoring. And let's see here. The other two guys, do they want to come down here and help shoot these guys to death? So they could do that. Although it's not great. And they're not a character squad. Or do they come down and screw with Calgar? I think they come down and help screw with Calgar.
Oh, man.
I guess they'll come down, whatever, over here, whatever.
Or Calgar, just getting screwed with over here.
I guess we'll need to come down.
You ever just get screwed with by Lars Custodians?
Kill
I feel like, I don't know.
So we'll come down over
It feels
here.
like it happens to me all the
Whatever
time.
This is away from Calgar.
We'll fix that up if we need to after. Maybe a little nudge there, and you should be good.
Okay. Shooting. Yeah, this guy will shoot all the shots into the the infiltrators because why not? If you pull the guy and make the charge harder, that means you don't get primary next this turn.
Yeah.
So 2 damage gun first. 2 hits. 3s. 2 at AP1. And you're not getting cover against with these guys. With the guy who's on the point, you're welcome to take him on him.
Yeah, if you want to put the time on me, let me think. Okay, so we will take it on the guys back here. AP1, right? So 4-ups.
Yep.
Both go
Goes 2.
through, feel no pain. 1's on 1, and he dies.
Alright. E6 plus 1 shots. 4 becomes 5. All hit. 4 wounds, AP1.
1 goes through, feel no pain. Good, actually.
These guys will shoot Calgar squad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 2 damage gun. 2s, and then 3s re-rolling. Oh,
Nice.
good.
AP.
2 1. 1.
3 ups. Both good.
T6 shot. Oh dear, the full Monty.
Oh boy.
Can I have that 12 though when I'm about to roll all these charges?
Yeah.
Please? I would gladly trade that 12 now for, 2. This one 3s re-rolling. AP1.
Feel no pain. He takes 1. He's down to 5.
Okay. Other shooting. I guess everyone who can see the Dreadnought's going to shoot the Dreadnought from the squad.
Sure.
Probably 4 of them.
4?
These two guys
4 or 5?
can't. I don't think these two guys in the back can. So if these 4 on this
No,
line
he's
here.
behind. He's not wholly within anyway. I would say
Yes.
4. Seems good to me.
Yep. All right, so 8 2 damage shots. 5s re-rolling. 3 at AP1.
Over, so 2 ups. He's good.
And then 46 shots. Oh. 13. That's gonna be too many dice. That's one less. Okay, there we go. Four.
Takes 1.
1.
Down to
Thank
11.
Shot. Can't shoot, unfortunately. Having to come back to his own home field like that. Okay. Need to make some charges. All right. I think we'll do the captain squad first.
Okay.
He has a free reroll. That still lets the other guy tank shock.
Mm.
11s for days. Okay. All right. Game's easy when you just roll 11s on charges. Turns out.
Jesus.
Man.
All right.
I thought maybe I could hold it tight if you flubbed all the charges, but I don't know.
On 4 charges, I should have made at least 1, but yeah. But
Yeah.
That'll give
just out of the gate rolling an 11.
At least they'll give
Yeah, once in a
defend
while you
here.
fail all 3, and then I'm like, okay, actually, maybe you can do something. But these will
Where's the
be
captain?
gone.
Captain. So the captain.
Yeah, you'd have the CP to like potentially Calgar could try to knock the Caladius craft tank. He could lance
And can he fit his butt in?
assault
That's too far
doctrine
anyway,
and like
so
push in
that's the answer.
and try to blow it up
But
and
you
get
get
back
2
to
guys
the
on the
objective
point
and try to
after.
fade the Alaris another turn. That would be pretty
So,
respectable.
we'll just go over here.
I know, yeah. The dice have been insane this game, chat.
Yeah,
for
my
sure.
guys are 2 each. So that's good. Okay. All right. Well, we'll roll this charge now and see if we need to re-roll it or not.
Okay. Hey, he
It's a
failed
7. That won't
because
do
of
it.
my thing. Okay.
So now the question is, do I want to try to re-roll, or do I want to tank shock over here, and or have 2 shots at the 7 anyway?
Tank Shock's not that exciting over here.
I think we don't re-roll because we made that one already, so we're already As long as we make one of these other ones.
Let's do a 4+ Fiona Pain.
Oh, hi, there we go.
It's kind of okay, I guess.
And then don't think we do. That was a well done reactive move for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tank next. A 6.
Nice.
Oh no. What's their OC? 1.
It's all
and
falling apart.
1. Yeah, we made the 1 charge. Ugh. Okay.
Oh,
Decisions.
I think we do re-roll this one just to get on the point.
Mhm.
Calgar won't kill 2 tanks in a row, right? Famous last words. Yeah. So we re-roll. We swap to the good dice.
Oh no!
Well, 11 used all my luck. All right. Other guys now need a 9.
get 2 new dice.
Yep. No. Oh no. All right. Rip. It's gonna be a closer game than I wanted it to be. All right. Well, over here at least we get to fight. We get to pile in.
Is it going to be that close, though? I don't know. I think this just changes the final score. Lump will score a 10.
There's no.
And get his 3 on defend, so he'll go up
I
to
don't think so.
52. And then I don't know if he really has any secondaries
attacks. We'll do the captain
that
first.
he can grab from here.
Yeah, let's
6
see
attacks.
it. Can he kill him?
Yep, and then rerolling. 6.
AP3?
AP2.
2, 4-ups. Damage
12 damage.
4 each, right? Yeah, explosion. Please don't kill my scouts.
And then bottom, where does Alara's captain
Clear
is
the
so good.
wall and also
What a
touch
wild,
your friends.
what a wild man.
Touch the friends. I think so. Like that. Perfect.
Seems good to me.
And then these guys can just go this way, and we'll wildly out OC you on the point.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's all that's happening in this fight phase. You get to fight back.
I won't bother, to be honest.
Okay. Where I wanted there to be 4 fights, there was only 1. Sad. How sad for me. I do get
My heart
baby engage.
for old CJ.
No, I don't. Well, I'm
He's got nothing but bad luck this game.
Quarters.
How can he possibly survive?
Do you want to put these
people
guys
in
over
triple
here?
quarters. Sure. Yeah, wouldn't have made a difference. They still would have failed their charge.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah. So baby engage. Baby overwhelming because I killed 1 dreadnought.
Yep.
And there you go.
2 CP, Calgar. 10 primary. I'll check my second card. It will be containment. I don't really.
Oh, he
think
kept
left.
an
Battle
established.
shock on the Scout Marines who haven't failed it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll score that with Calgar.
They're good.
Containment.
We will CP.
is
not
unscorable.
CP reroll. Spend a CP to switch containment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't fall back and do an action with the scouts. Right. Okay. Storm hostile.
Okay. Indeed.
Can't really either.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not possible.
What do I do? Okay, we're gonna oath this custodian.
Sure. Come for his candy.
Yeah. Calgar will. Let's see here. You can move this grav tank. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab it. Can get it on the point super easily. Can I do anything to those guys? If I come over here, show deployment zones. You're gonna shoot me anyways, so I'm gonna move these guys over here. Far away from these mean guys. They're going to locus in your zone.
Yep. Locus on my zone. I'm married.
Yep. Jesus. These guys will move up. Okay. We will grenades you for a CP. On a 5-up, I get it back. I do.
Do you get it back? Because Calgar already gave you an extra CP.
Oh shit, you're totally right. So I don't. Thank you.
Yep, that is how that
See if
works.
we hurt you.
Can confirm.
3 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
And then we'll shoot you. No, 8 shots. You killed 1. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. No AP. Boop, boop. Hitting on 3s. Full rerolls. Wounding you on 4s. 3 saves, no AP.
Good. Let's see. Now do I reactive move now? That would be funny. make it a harder charge. But then you can just react move later on your turn. It doesn't matter. I might as well just say the CP to reroll a 1. So yeah, I don't react move.
Okay. What turn are we? Turn 5.
We're on turn 4 now.
Turn 4.
Bottom of 4.
Because I could have put them in reactive, like fallback, shoot, and charge.
Who are the scouts?
The whole army. No, we'll save it. It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
So if I charge you, you got so many attacks, you just kill me. Straight up. If I don't kill you,
If you gamble on me
kill
rolling 2 1s, save.
2 1s.
Because I have a CP.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. 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 We will just do nothing then. Yep. I'll hand you the turn. I can't storm, so yep.
4 for Locust.
Yep. Boop, 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 boop.
Are you going to keep Storm?
No.
Alright. I'll flip some cards. Cleanse and
Oh, and
containment.
these scouts would have fallen back.
Oh, yeah. They would have fallen back? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Off the objective.
Sure.
There we go.
That's
Okay,
fine.
what did you get? Cleanse and containment.
Cleanse and containment. That's easy-ish enough. Okay. If I declare a charge against you, do you get to react a move?
Nope.
If I'm within 12? No,
If you stay put,
right?
that's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So these guys will walk. Let's see. I guess not. Oh, I owe you battle shocks. I owe you battle shock on this guy right here who's wounded, and on those 2 guys back there in the back. Because they're whatever. So the wounded guy right in front. It's good. Squad of 2. That was a squad of 6. They fail.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Cleanse and containment. I think I will spend a CP to split the big squad.
Okay.
So they have now split.
So the captain's alone too?
Captain's alone too. All alone. They're all alone together. Okay. But that way I can do things. Yeah, no need to move
You get
over here.
5 primary.
I get 10 on primary because I hold these 2 points.
The split there allows them to
Yeah,
cleanse
true.
and contain.
Hold 2 points in the middle, so I get 10 on primary.
And then he has a contain on the other side. I guess he... Yeah. Ended up either cleansing or containing.
Okay. And then,
Well, I guess if the Alaris on the back here makes his leadership check, he could contain the back line.
what's the distance here? What kind of charge is that? An 11-inch charge, yeah, because I moved 5 and you moved 6. That makes sense. So an 11-inch charge.
Yeah, I don't believe that there's
So no point advancing on the point.
anything that Lump can do here. It just depends on what he can find his final score looks like. So if CJ wanted to max his personal score,
I go like this.
he could contain double, cleanse double. So he'd be up
Doesn't
to
matter. Whatever.
81 points. Max Lump could do
Care
if all his stuff survives is hold
10 though, right? Not 11?
Oh, so, sorry. my bad.
2.
I was.
So get 10 up to
I'm not
61,
worried.
and then
This guy will just walk.
I don't
5
think there's a
steps this
combination
way.
of secondaries remaining in the stack that
Yep.
will get anything close to
And then over here,
where he needs to be.
go like this.
Don't let Ultra score 69. No, they must do it. 69 points.
And move like that.
Don't worry, Scouts, he'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong, Chad?
And move
Nothing.
That. Like that. Why did we split, you ask? So that way this unit can cleanse and contain. That's the entire reason we split.
Right on.
And I guess also shoot people to death. So like that. There you go.
Blam blam.
4 scouts. It's all my movement. Shooting. Tank everything into Calgar.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. Big guns first. All hit. Oh dear, it's too late. Oh, still drop one.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 saves, 4 up in
3
rolls. 2 go through. I have 1 CP. Would you mind rolling the damage on the first one?
Full damage on the first one. You got it. 6 damage on the first one.
Feel no pain. He takes 2. He's down to 3. I think I need that more than anything. I really can't afford Calgar to die. God. Okay, when this guy charges me, 5 attacks, right?
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s.
Yep. Sustained. No rerolls.
No rerolls. I think I reroll this Calgar thing.
Okay.
No, just do the damage.
Just do the damage. All right.
Oh god.
8.
He's done.
All right. The other 2 guys will just shoot the Vitrix Honor Guard.
Yep.
With all their shots. Do the 2 damage gun first. And then 4s.
AP1, so 2 ups. He's good.
And 2d6 shots. 4 shots. Oops. And I don't get the. It's still a character unit, right? So I get the rerolls.
No, because he's not. I don't think so. He doesn't have the character keyword.
It's
the
still
Victrix.
it's still a character unit, though, right? The unit still has a character keyword.
I don't know.
Hey, Travi, are you still listening?
Calgar has the character keyword, so if he's not in the unit, then they are not a character unit.
Doesn't the whole character doesn't on the data sheet though? Doesn't it say character at the bottom?
No, it says it breaks down keywords for individual models.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right then. I don't know why I reeled that. That was your save. 1 save roll, please.
Yep. He's good.
Okay. Other shooting. Yeah, I guess 2 shots from this guy into these guys. So
If the Victrix were characters, you couldn't assign damage to them when they were in a unit. It's actually a very important distinction that they are not. They're explicitly not characters.
oh, and then number of shots. Wow, that's the bad dice. Okay, hit roll, wound roll. There you go. AP1.
Goes through
1
2
damage.
1 damage. Feel no pain. Goes through. We'll take it on this guy, I guess.
Okay. Let's see here. This guy right here, the captain will cleanse. This guy will contain. The guy over here will cleanse. So I've announced those. And then, because the other 4 guys, I'll just roll all their dice together because it doesn't matter.
I'll pick them up.
Okay, sounds good.
Provided that you probably charge them if you don't kill them. So.
I would charge them afterwards, yes, with the 4 guys. All right, so charge clock. The lone guy over here. Well, actually, no. The tank will charge the honor guard first.
Okay. Oh.
3. It's fine.
CJ used
And,
literally all of his good
his
good dice rolls early. Incredible.
Good to go?
Yeah. Don't need much.
All right. Fight phase. We'll fight there first. 5 attacks, 2s and 2s with sustained.
My last CP. Did I have a CP left? I don't recall.
know.
I would contempt if I had a CP. It was written I did, but I'm not super confident that I had one. I think not.
What was
so-
automatic giving you at the start of the turn? So if you haven't spent one this turn yet, you would
I
have
did.
it.
Calgar CP rerolled.
Oh, you did. No, you didn't CP reroll, right? You said you didn't CP reroll.
Okay, that's it. Okay, I did not CP reroll. I'm armor. Yeah, for the armor
So
of
you-
contempt here. Okay, contempt.
So you'll be saving on 4s.
Yeah.
Effort. Okay. All right. So 2s and 2s sustained. This one. I have nothing to do with CP other than, well, kills 2. I need to kill 3, right? No, they're OC 1. I need to kill 2. And not die. So I think we'll just let that be. Yeah.
Okay, 4 saves, 4 ups.
Mhm.
I make 2, fail 2. And I'm going
Yep,
to
kills
auto
2.
roll them for the no pain. So 2 die. Yeah, here.
Like yeah, well, yeah, okay, that's perfect. That's fine. Yeah, I'm still engaged range, so you get to fight back.
Yeah, right on. Let's see here. Boop. So 6 attacks.
Yeah, the fact they're not characters is why that
I
unit
hear my
is so
oath.
strong for sure. Can confirm.
Wow.
2 saves, no AP.
Let's see what we get. Oh, double one! Let's go!
CPU right there.
Incredible. Kills the guy and they retake the objective.
All right, well, I get.
That's very funny.
Oh, wait.
What a way to end the
Max
game,
container.
chat.
Let's get to contain and not cleanse. That's what I wanted to do. Sorry.
Yeah, okay,
forgot
so
one
contain, and 1 cleanse.
One cleanse, yes. So I messed that up. But yeah, so contain.
Yeah, if
contain,
the
one
guy
cleanse.
over there in the corner had
Okay.
contained, then he would have got on the max there.
I
Anyway.
don't think I have
Yeah, for sure.
secure.
Area denial, secure no man's land. Are you kidding, dude?
Denial either.
That's insanely bad.
We will use our last CP to try and get something better. Behind, yeah.
Need a redraw. Does score out. Just has to pass 2 battle shock
I'm
checks.
not
Here.
controlling this. I check the battle shock on the Victrix.
Nailed it.
Battle shock on these guys.
Nailed it.
Good. So I get behind and
So it'll be at least 5. He could try to kill. If you can literally perfectly converts the Victrix into the Gladius, he could take that objective, but almost not worth throwing out. And there you go, chats.
good game. Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations to CJ Hubbard for
Well
taking
Yeah,
that
so
down.
turn 2, making that long charge, being able to pick up 2 ballistas or whatever I did in the middle was really good.
Yeah, I think that charge was huge, picking up the 2 ballistas. And then the grav tank staying alive here was the nail in the coffin.
Right.
Because if that dies, these custodians die because they become oathed.
Right.
So it probably clears them. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I also I wonder too, like when the Gravis captain reactive moved, if his squad tactics had been higher, he could have blocked this position, right? To set up.
Yeah.
And so then those guys don't even get that charge too. Which is big too, but he rolled a 1, so I was like, well.
The 1 is always underwhelming. I mean, you're kind of supposed to use his free strat to put him in fallback shoot and charge, so he always has flat 5.
Yeah, into tactical doctrine. Yep.
Yeah, but I do like using that strat to put other things in advance and shoot for the extra AP, especially to put his grav tanks on his invuln.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah. Well, thanks for the game, guys. CJ, congratulations on taking it down.
Thank you.
That was a fun one to watch.
Listen, I thought I had it. I was like, I don't see myself losing to this.
Ooh,
But
famous last words, as
Yeah.
they say.
I know, right?
Yeah, the interesting move I think was like killing the combi lieutenant was probably I think more impactful than sort of I imagine a lot of people gave it credit for, because it starts that peace trade, right? Then like you're incentivized to move up here, but that allows this charge to happen from the custodians. So it's like sort of a chain reaction, right? Where the game all sort of like extrapolates out from that decision point, which is interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I was initially more than happy trading my lieutenant for a grav tank,
Right.
but
Yeah, but you almost lose the positional game if you have to do that.
yeah, true.
Because I don't know if there was a line
Held
from
on
this
to it
side
longer.
that could have gotten there because of the two ruins. Because he was just here, I think. Which means that like something has to either go into this ruin or attack from this side, and they could charge. So it's I think a devious little trade there to incentivize you to push really hard into that grav
Yeah,
tank.
it was super well played.
Yep.
I enjoyed the game.
Thank you.
So does that mean you qualify for another? Like, how does this work? It's my first tournament on TTS.
Yeah, so at the end of the event, all the scores are submitted to the season standings. If you go to tts40k.com, there's a standings drop down. You can see the current standings. I update them every couple weeks, and at the end of the season, which will be next month, the top 16 of that will get invited to a invitational tournament. So it depends on it's kind of like a league ranking. So it depends on the number of events you placed in and how well you've done. So you can qualify without even winning any events as long as you've done well enough.
Oh, cool. Because I did enjoy the games. Plus, it's good practice.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for playing. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I'll try to sign up for the next one. What's the best place to go to find more?
So you can each time you're added to a new pod, you can just go back to the pod wait list and then put a post in there and get entered.
Cool.
The only restriction is that you can only have one entry into each wait list at a time, but you can be in as many pods as you get added to.
Okay.
And then we run in this server, like special events like GTs and stuff periodically every couple of weeks. And there's an other tournament channel as well where events external to the server but that also feed into the same league will post up as well when they go live.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the deal. I think there's one starting in 2 days, it looks like, actually. So if you're interested, you could hop into that one.
For sure, I gotta practice my Games Workshop terrain.
Hell yeah.
Got a real life terrain, a real life tournament with real Games Workshop terrain for the first time
Yep.
in my life, and it's quite different.
Yep, for sure.
I think you'll be there, actually.
Oh, which one's that one?
It's in Dallas, 2 weeks.
Oh, at DreamHack. Yep, I'll be there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Absolutely. Cool.
I'll see you then. You're streaming it, right?
I am. That's true.
Yeah. Make sure to get one of my games on the stream.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll win that one, okay?
All right. I believe in you. What team are you playing for?
Guys. Team Quebec.
Quebec? All right. All right, I'll do my
It's
best.
my best, so. Well,
Sweet.
actually, don't tell anybody, but...
It's a secret, yeah. It's a very secret list no one's ever seen before, for sure.
I know. All right, have a good
Watch
one,
out.
guys. Appreciate it.
Watch out for Terminators and tanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for having posting.
Yeah, thanks you too. Have a good one.
Bye.
Sweet. All right, chat. That is it for us today. Yeah, DreamHack, the DreamHack Team Championship. I'm really excited about that one. I'm actually doing some research today. Please support me. Please subscribe to my channel. Support me on Patreon because I think I'm going to be dropping about $2,000 on new equipment. Money that I definitely don't have, but of stuff I really want in order to enhance the streaming for DreamHack. I'm thinking new microphones. I'm thinking we might do a dual stream. I want a new pivot camera. I want a bunch of stuff.
So I don't know. Please support my channel. What do you do if one of your scores is wrong? PM me and I'll see what I can do about it. Even with one win, gonna barely miss out top 16. Well, I mean, it depends on what the top 16 looks like. Not all the top 16 players usually accept invitations. If I'm there, I always decline an invitation. I don't invite myself, obviously. That'd be kind of weird. Let's look at the current standings, chat, while we're thinking about it. And these are going to be a couple weeks out of date because the most recent games that we've live streamed are not currently represented. So if we take a peek here, this is the T5S2 website. And it is. Oh, it still has a Season 8 Invitational poster on. That's happening. We're in Season 9 now. Probably should update that, chat. Maybe. Let's see. So I'm currently 14. I never accept invites, so if I'm top 16, it'll pop down. And then the event that you just won hasn't been added yet, so that will probably pop you up, I imagine, too. Nemo the Fish is currently number 2. Kyle Follier, who plays, I think, a lot in the Git server. We see him occasionally in T5S2, and he podiumed Black Crusade as well. Commander Cha-Cha, number 3. Darren, number 4. Chris Foy, who I played on stream recently. It was a wild, insane game. Damo Sombra, who's an incredible player. Flashback, Longship, yeah. What a good looking top 8 there. Zach Point at 11th. We'd love to see him on play some invitational games. Anyway, chat, that's gonna be it for me today, folks. Let's go rating real quick. There's a chance that GT going on gives enough points to kick you out. Yeah, it depends on if the people who, I guess it would need to change like what the top, like it would need to replace events or push new players into the top 16. If it already cements the players who are near the top in the current standings, it won't really change the top 16 that much. But if a bunch of players who are towards the top 16 get a high placement and a big event score, then that could switch it up for sure. Yeah, you're rooting people who are already doing well to do well in the GT for sure. That is how it goes. Yeah, you basically want the top of the GT to look like the top of the T5S2 standings, and then that's better for you. All right, chat. We are going to raid. Let's find out. Board Game Machine Tiger's Den is streaming Experimental Cadre versus Ultramarine Vanguard Spearhead. Probably raid that one. Oh, there is one that is playing New Death Guard Codex. Seasonal Anime. Okay. Looks like playing a game, but it's kind of hard to tell. Let's raid the Myrmidon Legion Plays, because they're playing New Death Guard Codex, which seems fun. Looks like maybe Mortarian's Anvil. I'm not sure, actually. Anyway, chats, go enjoy that game. Thanks, everyone, for watching me today, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.